Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. How's everybody doing? I did not want to do the show today. I've been out and about running. It is kind of hot out. So I've been out and about running and working and all of that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, I'm not going to rush home. I'm not going to rush home today to do the show. But then I started listening to Wyatt Live, and he was talking about, kind of what we talked about yesterday. And I was enjoying the show, and I was enjoying the conversation. And y'all know how it is. When you're enjoying a good conversation, you're like, I want to have a good conversation too. So I went on ahead and rushed home and got here. So I'm here. What are we going to talk about today? I don't know. We'll start with just saying hello. If this is your first time checking out the show, again, my name is Emanuel Livingston. My title is the King of Talk. Now, I'm really humble, so I don't say it a lot. But, sometimes you have to let people know. And I'm the host of the show. The way I start this show off is people say hi to me, I say hi to them, and then we just flow from there. If I actually have something to talk about, then I start talking about it then. If not, then not. So, what is it, 3:08? About 3:20? About 3:20. If you don't like the hellos, come back about 3:20. I'll be done with the hellos and ready to get into the topic, all right? Let's get to it. Robert Willis, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Erica, there you go. Erica back up there in the top three. When I say top three, typically Robert and Erica are in those top three people saying hello. And the day just don't seem right. It seems, I know it's going to be a bad show when the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people are not Erica and Ron and Erica. So, all is right in the world. Today might be a decent show. Erica representing Reading. We got Miss Pittsburgh in the house. Good afternoon, Miss Pittsburgh. Preston. Good afternoon, Preston representing Avondale. Scott in the house representing West Walnut Hills. Steban in the house representing Queensgate. Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon. I like to take the personal time and say good afternoon to each individual because I really do hope you're having a good afternoon. And if not, then maybe me sending out those positive vibes will help you have a good afternoon. So Steban representing Queensgate. Good afternoon, Steban. Good afternoon, Scott. Good afternoon, Preston. Good afternoon, Miss Pittsburgh. Good afternoon, Ron. And good afternoon, Erica. We got Dwayne in the house representing Mount Airy. Good afternoon, Dwayne. Thank you for checking out the show. I appreciate you. Brent Beard representing Dallas, Texas. At least he's not telling us how hot it is. Crying like a little bitch about the heat. So good afternoon, Brent, representing Dallas, Texas. Thank you for checking out the show. We got David in the house. David says, good afternoon, little baby E-Man, and the afternoon experiment. He's representing Westchester. He throws in that it's hot. Okay. Good afternoon, David. Thanks for checking out the show. Got another David Martin in the house, representing Hebron. Good afternoon, David. David wants the news background to come back. I moved out of the newsroom. That wasn't just some background. I was doing my show in a newsroom. Daryl, representing Forest Park. Good afternoon, Daryl. Thank you for checking out the show. Jerica says, hola, my familia. Hola to you too. Jerica, thank you for checking out the show. Alethian says, I'm in the building, Eli. No cursing. I've never put a curse on anyone. So you don't have to worry about that. I never understood why people call it cursing. Like, is that you trying to sound proper? This guy don't curse. Still proper ass. It's cussing. And I don't cuss. But I don't put curses on people either. Good afternoon, Alethea. Thank you for checking out the show. Carolyn, representing East Walnut Hills. Good afternoon, Carolyn. I appreciate you being here. David shouting out Jerica for her call on Wyatt Live. And again, if you're not checking out Wyatt Live, give it a shot. Give it a shot. It's a good show. I say this all the time. I'm going to stop saying it because people take it one way. Well, I don't agree with a lot of what Wyatt says. But let me add this. Why would you be calling me now? I don't agree with a lot of what Wyatt says, but I agree with a lot of what Wyatt says. It's certain things where we like totally on opposite sides of the spectrum. It's certain other things where we basically walk in lockstep. And so, hey, I appreciate that man's show. Some stuff you're going to agree with, some stuff you're not going to agree with. Just like on this show. Well, okay, here's the truth. If you hear me say stuff and you don't agree with it, here's the only thing you can really surmise from that. You are the problem. You're wrong. Because if I say it, more than likely I've thought it through and it is correct. So yeah, if you like, I don't agree with Emanuel on that, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm not even 100% sure what that means in that context. But yeah, check out Wyatt if you get a chance. Typically he comes on, try to hit him about 1:30. Try to hit him about 1:30. Just go Wyatt Live or Randall Wyatt on YouTube or on Facebook. I think he's on X as well. Let's check him out. Give him a shot. Give him a shot. What else? What am I doing? Jack says, what's poppin'? What's up, Jack? Hey, I appreciate you checking out the show. You gotta have hater energy too, Jack. You gotta have hater energy. So I appreciate. Look at you. I'm sitting here kind of prompting that man to be a hater. He ain't said no hateful stuff today. Jack, I apologize. I apologize. I was out of line. I'll save my comments about you being a hater for when you're actually being a hater. And you might not be a hater today. So I apologize to you. My Osha, or as it's properly pronounced, Moesha, why am I ready for the long weekend to start now? She's representing the rich part of Walnut Hills. Of Avondale. I guess that would be North Avondale, yeah. Tanika in the house, representing Orlando. Good afternoon, Tanika. Thank you for checking out the show. We got Drea, representing Sycamore Township. Good afternoon, Drea. Jack, by the way, said he's representing Norwood. That is not shocking. That is not shocking. Alethea's taking shots at people. Vincent says today will be better than yesterday. Blue Ash in the house. All right. Vincent, thank you for checking out the show. I appreciate you. Diane Huddleston Angel. Hoping everyone is having a fabulous Wednesday. And I hope you're having a fabulous Wednesday too, Diane. Thanks for checking out the show. Let me see. Lady K. Lady K says, I'm here until the kids load the bus, then I'll be back after 4. All right. Can't beat that. Fame. 2 days in a row, I can listen to the majority of this colored man's podcast. I'm still not sure. I think I'm supposed to be offended by that, bro. I think I'm supposed to be offended. I'm not. Ain't nobody colored me. It's my natural color. Fame, thank you for checking out the show. We got Darren Edwards in the house representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. Mike Ballard says he from all over Cincinnati. You not God. God is all over Cincinnati at once. You are somewhere right now. And wherever you are, that's where you represent. You are their representative. Mike, good afternoon. Thanks for checking out the show. My Ocean. See, I got a hater in the house. 12 minutes for hellos. It ain't that many people checking you out. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Brenda in the house. Good afternoon, Brenda, representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. Fame says, hi, Emanuel, and his stable and consistent fan base. Fame is listening from Gross Busy, a.k.a. Grossback. I'm telling you, the putting busy on the end of that don't work. It just don't work. It's like saying, I'm from Hollywizzy. What? No, from Hollywood. It don't work. Pamela Kinney in the house representing North Avondale. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Brent says, what the hell? Did I catch a stray? No, not at all. Dina, good afternoon, representing East Walnut Hills. Representing East Walnut Hills. Thank you for checking out the show, Dina. Got Lewis Talbert in house representing Sharonville. All right. Anyone else notice that Emanuel does that Dr. Umar thing of repeating his punchlines? But you gotta say it at least twice to make sure everybody get it. I'll be honest, I don't watch Dr. Umar. I very rarely see him anywhere. For whatever reason, he's not in I'm not in his orbit, I guess. So I don't see a lot of what he does. But I don't say it like 5 times in a row. So, Maria, representing North College Hill. Good afternoon, Maria. Good afternoon. Let me see, going through. Have I gotten to everybody? Nakia says starting fish. Oh, me? Never. I wouldn't do that. Thank you for checking out the show. And good afternoon. Crystal, representing the Christ Hospital. Good afternoon, Crystal Hoskins. I appreciate you checking us out. Let me see. T. Mikey G. He says, greetings from Covington. Will anybody be crying today? Oh, see, there's another hater. There is another hater. Don't hate on that man for emotions. Emotional outbursts are good. Shows that we're all human. Representing Covington, good afternoon, T. Mikey G. Let me see. Myosha, talking about now you know my raggedy little house is in regular old Avondale. Yeah, whatever. You trying to convince people you ain't rich. I don't understand why rich people do that. If I ever get rich, it'll probably never happen. It's possible, but probably never. I'm not gonna have no problem admitting I'm rich. I don't understand all of y'all. Sean Nutter in the house. Good afternoon, Sean. I appreciate you checking us out. Sean is representing the ATL. Appreciate it. Cedric Robinson. Say, what up, peeps? Did I miss the shout outs? Nope. You got in, and you got your shout out. Ed Tolbert in the house. E-Man got that Donald Trump tan. Oh, that means I need to change the little color profile on here. I'll work on it in a minute. Y'all know I'm sensitive about that. I think it's a restream thing. I can almost always tell. I watch a number of different, I'm gonna call them podcasts, even though I don't think technically this is a podcast. I watch a lot of different broadcasters, and some of them you see, and they got nice, good color balance, all of that kind of stuff. I can always tell that person is on restream. Why? Because they're kind of orange. Ooh, that person, restream. Why you say that? They kind of orange. You can always tell. What's the dude, Undisputable or Undisputed? I can't remember his name. He wear the glasses. Always got on the big tie. Him. He's using restream. Why you say that? He's orange. So it bothers me when I see it. So I'm going to have to fix it. You brought it up. I got to fix it. Tria in the house. I didn't see Tria say hello. We not talking? We not speaking? Or did I overlook you? If we not speaking, just let me know. I can hate on you if that's what you want. Tria, good afternoon. I appreciate you. Andre says he's representing White Oak. Are you breaking the cursing record today? I've never put a curse on anybody, and I don't cuss. Good afternoon, Andre. Appreciate you. Let me see. I think I got, Ron in the house. Ron Dula in the house. He says, I'm here on that. I'm not sure what all of those emojis mean, but you're here. Good afternoon. Rick Owens. Good afternoon, Rick Owens, representing Coleraine. All right. Good afternoon. And Myosha. Yeah, I'm behind on the comments, so when you see I have to read the comments so y'all know what I'm responding to, because it probably happened a few minutes ago. Apparently, you don't know my title, HHIC, the head hater in charge. Okay, I believe it. You always on your job. Now, yeah, I tease Myosha It's a number of y'all that I tease, but I have to say it every once in a while. All of this stuff is, for the most part, all in good fun. So nobody be all, he called her a hater. See, what's wrong with his show? Like, if you knew, you like, that man is so negative. He got something negative to say about everybody. It's not really me being negative. I'm just having fun with people. And that's the way I tease people. So it's okay. It's not really me being negative. It's my brand of silliness. Dominique Finley in the house. Good afternoon. Dominique Finley, representing Walnut Hills. Lamont Jones, representing Westwood. Good afternoon, Lamont Jones. Thank y'all for checking out the show. Ben Thomas, all right, good afternoon. Representing Southeast Loveland. It's very specific, but good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ben. Andrea Bustle, representing downtown. Good afternoon. Tessie Wheaton in the house, representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. We got Ed Tobert, says he's representing the 275 Loop. Somebody got to represent them roles, man. Good afternoon. Appreciate you. Jeffrey Durden in the house, representing Pleasant Ridge. Good afternoon. Daryl Carpenter. So I don't think a man getting emotional over his mom who has passed is hilarious. Some of y'all need to grow the F up. All right. Let me see. Alethea talking about high school yearbook picture on Eli's shirt. I was trying something out with the little printer, and it's the Hornet from Alabama State. Hold on, I'm gonna go this side. Alabama State. So it's my Alabama State University. I didn't like the design, so I only did this one. I had to try it out. It's close to what I was looking for, but not 100%. But maybe I get into that another day. Let me see. Did I get Jason? Jason says hello there in Fairfield finally. All right, Jason in the house. Jason. Did I get everybody yet? I think this is everybody. Oh, John Davison, in other words, Blade. He says, what's up, Mr. Hater? What's up, Mr. Doesn't Understand Words? Good afternoon to you. Thank you for checking out the show. I appreciate you. I'm scrolling over comments, so if y'all said something clever, I'm going to miss it. I'm just looking for make sure I said hello to everybody. Albert Caldwell. Good afternoon, Albert Caldwell. Good afternoon. All right. That's it, I believe. That's all of the good afternoons. Jack says, why don't you wear your sorority gear? You are so funny. That's the funniest thing ever. I'm not in a fraternity. I'm not in a sorority. I don't necessarily believe in that stuff. I believe they exist, but, you know. By the time I got to college, I didn't really need to join another club. So, I was all right. I'm not saying that like I'm above everybody else, but I thought about it. But then I thought, yeah, I don't need to do that. I'm good. I don't need to join a club. So, but none against people who did. Well, a little something against people who did. But that's all right. So how is everybody doing? Let's see. Let's start talking about something simple that we can all agree on. Something's wrong with Donald Trump. And his team. I saw the story. Hold on. Let me try to do something about this color. What can I do about the color? Maybe try to take a little bit of the saturation out. And boost that. No. 46. Let's put it there. Color-wise, is that better? Color-wise? Did I get the orange out? I can't tell. On my screens, it always looks fine. But then when it goes out, did I get the orange out? Somebody tell me just real quick, did I get the orange out? David says that's better. Okay, thank you. Um, and Tria says we are all not agreeing with that. There's no reason to not agree with that. Think about it. Think about it. This man goes to, is it Arlington National Cemetery? Where they got rules. Where they got rules. Hold on. Let me see. I might be a little bit more of the saturation. Where they got rules where, you know what I'm saying, you can't be in there doing no political stunts, you cameras to catch you doing stuff. And they're telling these people, like, hey, you can't come up in here with photographers to take a picture of you laying a wreath so that you can use it for your political whatever. You can't do that. That's not what we do. And then they get into some sort of altercation. I don't even think that the most staunch. Okay, let me take that back, because that's me being unreasonable. I was about to say, I don't think that even the most staunch MAGA person would look at that and say that's out of line. But yeah, people make excuses for this dude raping people, sexually assaulting people, clearly lying, saying racial stuff. So if they'll make excuses for all of that, there's some people who will definitely make excuses for this particular bad behavior. So, okay, I'll take it back. But reasonable people are looking at this guy saying, what is wrong with him? What is wrong with this guy? But I don't know. What can you do? What can you do? You got to get out there and you got to vote. At some point, the country as a whole has to say, your behavior is unacceptable. Because look, I can appreciate a plain talking guy, because I think that's what a lot of people who support him see in him with some of his antics. I can understand a plain talking guy. You know what I'm saying? We want people. A lot of people are tired of good, polished politicians who know how to say everything that they say and all of that kind of stuff. A lot of people are tired of that. People want somebody who they perceive as he real. That's what they want. Somebody who people perceive as that dude is real. But you can be real without being Trump. You know what I'm saying? You can be real without being that. And with his history of disrespect to the military, especially since he dodged the draft, he basically used his family's financial assets and connections to get out of the draft so that he didn't have to go serve. Believe it or not, I'm not mad about that. I bet there's a lot of other people who wish that they had those same connections and could get out of it. And I'm not mad that he figured out a way to get out of the draft. But with all of that being said, if you figured out a way of getting out of the draft, you can show respect to the people who were either willing or not able to get out of the thing that you feared so much. And so they went and served, and many of them lost their lives. I think you kind of got to respect those people. But he doesn't. He doesn't respect those people. And that's how it becomes a problem. Ron says, it's a trip. Oh, I can't read it from over there because I can't see it. It's a trip how everything that y'all said y'all hated about Donald Trump, the Biden administration, and in particular Joe Biden did, and nobody saying nothing. I guess perception really is reality. Sometimes I think you just be typing words. Maybe I'm ignorant. I know I'm ignorant about some things. So, clue me in. What did I say that I hate about Trump that Biden did that I was okay with? There's no wrong answer, I guess, but I'm just asking. Because you just be saying stuff. Like, oh, Donald Trump raped somebody, and you be like, well, y'all was cool when Joe Biden raped somebody. Like, when did Joe Biden rape somebody? Silence. You can't just say, well, you can, but it's not good to just say whatever with no backing it up. I know, what I'm saying, you're taking a different tack, right? You're taking a different, you've been advised, and it might be good advice. Like, just say what you say and then let it go. You ain't got to defend it. Just say what you say and then let it go. You ain't got to defend it. That's not necessarily the most reasonable tack to take, though. Because you're just saying stuff, just making stuff up. And there is no defense for it, which is why you don't defend it. Yeah, but you full of S now because you know Joe Biden and the Biden administration lie time and time again, and they're lying right now with Joe Biden pretending to run the country. You full of S, Emanuel, and I'm not going to argue about it. See, that's the nonsense. I want to let y'all know something. This is for the MAGA people. Because I'm not Republican. Okay, you're not a registered Republican. You're a MAGA. For the MAGA people, you're not winning no votes by claiming that Joe Biden is somehow a shadow president for Barack Obama. Or, saying, oh, he ain't in charge of the country, he ain't running the country or whatever. The truth of the matter is, or at least my perception of the matter is, to a large degree, the country runs itself. You know what I'm saying? When Trump was up there, it ain't no levers and pulleys and knobs and stuff to run the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, boy, I got to run the country. Oh, I got to turn the lights on. Oh, I got to run the country. I got, pull that. Make sure something don't happen. Oh, turn that, pull that, move that. Oh, slide that up. That's not how the country runs. No pulleys and levers and knobs and buttons and switches. People know what their jobs are. As the president, and this is, again, just my perception of the job, there are certain policies that they're attempting to put in place. And certain things happen. Like, I'm certain there's something going on around the world. And sometimes somebody has to go to the president and say, this is happening. Here are your options. And I'm going to spell out your options. We can do this. If we do this, there's a good chance that this will happen. Or we can do this. If we do this, there's a good chance that this will happen, but this might happen. And they lay out options for him, and he talked to him, and they tell him the pros and cons and everything. And then, more than likely, together, they come to a conclusion, and, they're, together. And he says, that's what we're going to do. Go with it. That's so when you're like, oh, he can't be running the country. What does that even mean? He's got advisors and everything all around him. What do you even mean when you say he can't run the country? I know it sounds good to say that, but to me, it makes you sound really silly when you say it, because it just doesn't make sense. But that's just to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe other people look at it like, yeah, he can't be running the country. Oh, and let me deal with this other thing that I keep seeing out here about Kamala Harris. Because some of y'all, Ron, some of y'all still stuck on Joe Biden. Joe Biden's not running for president anymore. I don't know if y'all know that. Kamala Harris is. Well, Kamala Harris, she say she want to do this. Why she ain't doing it now when she in office? She's the vice president. That's not the way the government works. And I put a post on my page. Y'all, a lot of y'all, and this ain't just the MAGA people. I think that some of the ignorant MAGA people, and these are people who have been convinced to be MAGA people by smart people, right? Because again, I keep telling y'all, and this is my belief, you got a group of people over here who kind of know what they talking about. And they keep saying silly stuff to the people who don't understand how government works. They don't understand politics. They barely understand words. You know, like Blake. They barely understand words. And they keep saying stuff to those people. And because they know what they talking about and they sound intelligent, those people hear it. And they're like, yeah, I feel that way too. They don't know why they feel that way. They feel that way because somebody told them to feel that way. They don't understand the reasoning behind it. They don't understand the logic behind it. That's just how they feel because somebody told them how to feel. So they running around saying stuff like, why can't Kamala change the law right now? That's not how government works. It's not. Even if Kamala was the president right now, she can't just change laws. That's not how. That's not how government works. And I don't know how to get it through these people's heads. And I'm gonna tell y'all, some of them intelligent people, they know they saying dumb stuff to y'all. They don't care how dumb it sounds, as long as it get a few of y'all to roll with them. And they don't care that y'all sound dumb when y'all say it, as long as y'all believe it. And as long as it inspires you to more than likely vote against your best interest. That's all they really care about. They understand a lot of times how wrong they are. That's why they won't defend their position. Because they can't. Not in any reasonable way. They can't. And they come up, and you come, that's not true. What? It's alternative facts. Well, here are the facts. That's fake news. You don't have to defend your position, just say it. That's called just talking nonsense. Y'all know I like to break it down, like try to do it simple. Use a really simple example to make the point. It's like, you know, I could just sit here and tell you 2 + 2 is 7. And then somebody call in like, what do you mean 2 + 2 is 7? I said what I said. I ain't got to defend my position. And there's going to be some, low intelligence person then running around talking about 2 plus 2 is 7. Well, how you know 2 plus 2 is 7? And they going to come up with some nonsensical reason. 2 plus 2 ain't 7. I know 2 plus 2 ain't 7. I didn't defend it because I can't defend it. But the low intelligence person heard it, and now they trying to defend it. First, they don't know that it's wrong. And so they got to come up with some reason why it's right. They can just say anything. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not defending my position. I said what I said. I said what I said. But we'll complain that, Kamala Harris ain't did an interview. Kamala Harris ain't did an interview. Which, by the way, she's supposed to be doing an interview with CNN. Kamala Harris ain't did an interview. Maybe she's using the same theory. I said what I said. I ain't got to defend my position. I said what I said. I ain't got to defend my position. I mean, for real, using that logic, Kamala Harris could get on here and say, look, the interest rate right now is 1.2%. You say that's not true. Here's the interest rate. I said what I said. I ain't got to argue with y'all. I'm not arguing. I ain't got to defend my position. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to convince you or nothing. I told you what I told you. I said what I said. It is what it is. Everybody would be like, what is wrong with her? But we look at that like, ooh, that's some show of strength. It's not a show of strength. Actually, more than anything, it shows how weak your points are. But y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, for some of y'all, can do anything, and it's never wrong. It's never wrong. Can the same thing be said on the other side? I'm sure. I'm sure it could. There are definitely some people on the Democratic side who don't understand the issues. And when I say the issues, I mean don't understand what's good for them. Because I don't think that anybody's going to be an expert on everything. Blade says, you do it. What hell you talking about? It's so difficult even to just read the stuff that he says. Ain't that is Solomon Grundy who leave out words? I know like Superman. I don't know. That was the terrible Solomon Grundy, but you know what I'm saying. But you got to know what you believe in. Ron says, she said she was against fracking. She said that she wanted to take our guns and give us a gun buyback program. She said she was going to eliminate private carrier insurance. She said all of that. Well, I'm pretty sure she didn't say all of that. I'm pretty sure she didn't say all of that. But I'm not going to argue. Show it to me. Show me where she said it. Let's start with the guns. Show me where she said she's taking every American's gun. If you show me that, I will not vote for Kamala Harris. Period. You got my word. Show me where Kamala Harris vowed to take every American's gun. I will not vote for her. And I'm not even that big of a gun nut. But if she said that, that's completely out of order, and I won't vote for her. Show me. Color Me Bird says he can't. Right. They just say stuff. They just say stuff. And you put that up there, and somebody will believe, because, you mix a little bit of something with a little bit of, a little bit of a lie, a little bit of the truth with the lie. then people, just buy into it. You ain't go on I'm your word, because you going to say she didn't file you full of S. I'm not sure what that means. Go over that and type that again so that I understand. I can usually make out what you were trying to say, but in this case I can't. So go over it again, retype it, and then she said that when she was running for office, when she was running for president daily, all full of... Then if she said it daily when she was running for... It should be easy for you to find one example of her saying it. An article, audio clip, just one. All I need is one, and then I'm out. And then I'm out. One, and I'm out. Show it to me one time, and I'm out. I will not vote for Kamala. If you can do a great service for MAGA. You can do a great service for MAGA. I will not vote for Kamala Harris if you show me one time where she says she wants to take all Americans' guns. I won't vote for her. And you have until the election that, according to you, is not going to happen anyway. Don't forget that you said that there will not be an election. Don't forget. Don't forget. Ron says he going to put it on his page by the end of the day, every last clip. You just have to put one. So if it ain't up there by the end of the day, well, I didn't get it up by the end of the day because I was looking for every last clip. No, just put up one. Just one. And I'm telling you, I'm on record right now saying I won't vote for her if she's ever said she wants to take every American's gun. And y'all know I'm having an argument with Ron via text or whatever. Don't put words in my mouth. I see it. I didn't think I'd see an election. I will be glad if there is one, but I don't believe there will be one. No, you said that there won't be one. Remember, and I was even asking you about it, like, no, you don't believe there'll be one. And you was like, no, and then you said something about, you went to your line about the spiritual eyes of the wicked and their ears fall off of the something or another who don't understand or whatever. I never understand what you mean when you're saying all that stuff. Al Johnson says she didn't say that, E-Man. I'm fairly certain that she didn't say it. That's why I'm so confident in making the promise that if she said it, I won't vote for her. But I'm telling you, this is what they do. And it works on... It's not going to work on me. It's not going to work on you. But it'll work on him. It'll work on her. And they'll be putting up stuff on their pages like a picture of Oprah and a picture of Michelle Obama talking about this person is worth 70 million and this person is worth 2 billion, and they stood at the Democratic convention telling you not to trust rich people. I just asked simple questions. When did they say that? When did Oprah and Michelle Obama stand up at the Democratic National Convention and tell people not to trust rich people? When? They didn't. But somebody told them. The Democratic Convention is going to be all about rich people are bad. Don't trust rich people. Rich people ain't this and rich people ain't that. And so they already put that in their mind. They didn't see it, but they were convinced that it happened just because somebody told them it was going to happen, and they're weak-minded. Look, if you got like some legitimate gripes with the Democratic positions, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. But the stuff that people argue, they're not reasonable. They don't use reasonable arguments. They use stuff like, Kamala says she's going to take every American's gun. And then you got some low IQ, low intelligence gun nut out there. So she want to take our guns. You have to pry my gun from my cold, dead hands, you know. Ain't nobody saying nothing about taking your gun. They said that about Barack Obama. Maybe that was a big thing about Barack Obama. He wanted to take everybody's gun. Barack Obama never said anything about taking everybody's gun. They talk about common sense, reasonable common sense measures to stop lunatics from getting guns. Background checks, you know, stuff like that. You want to take your guns. She never said that. But again, somebody listening actually believes it. Somebody listening actually believes it. That dark web, I've never been on the dark web, but that's got to be a scary place. It's got to be a scary place. You know, that's where all the conspiracy theorists and all of that stuff are. I don't even know how you get on the dark web. Twin.
What's up, young blood?
How you doing, sir?
I'm chilling, man. Just made it to work.
Oh, good, good.
You know she said that.
When?
We're bearing that.
Hold on, when did she say it? Look, twin. Apparently,
about 5 years ago.
Wait a minute. You have more information on this than me. If I had more information than you, I would tell you, okay? I would tell you when. Like, if I knew that, you know, knew something that you didn't know, and you're like, Emanuel, when did Donald Trump say, if you elect me president, you will never have to vote again? I would find out exactly when he said it, and I would tell you when. You remember he said that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would find out when he said it, and I would tell you when he said it. So you do me the favor, because, you know, we brothers. So you do me the favor, and you tell me, when did she say she gonna take every American's gun?
She ain't said. I'm just bull crap.
Oh, okay. See, I just wanted.
It was simulations that she put up in there that you sell more than 5 guns, do a background check and other extra stuff.
That's reasonable.
But people took it as though that she might take people guns, whatever. It's a trick to it, though, I think. Whatever she said, it's a trick to it. I don't know what type it is. It's something in the game. There's always something behind it. The logic of it. It is, man. I don't believe nothing of Democrats. It's like I was just on Wyatt and stuff, and people, let me tell you something. And 2 + 2 ain't 7 either. I was going to mess with you about that. Tell the truth, Emanuel.
Bro, I said what I said. I'm not arguing with that. I'm not arguing with you about that. I'm not trying to change your mind. I said what I said. And you can take it and do whatever you want to do with it.
So you got to tell the truth, though.
No, bro, I'm not arguing with you about that. I said what I said. You heard what I said, right?
I had to go back and do my research, and I know I added up, and 2 + 2 is not 7.
Bro, look, I'm not here to change your mind. You can still believe whatever it is that you want to believe.
No, I'm not arguing that, because that's not right.
I'm not arguing the point. I said what I said.
What's up, man? Yeah, I was on that podcast, And I know people on here that was on there and everything else.
Yeah, I was on here.
But
I
my
heard you.
okay. My thing is, I never disrespected any woman, no, to call her no bees or no hoe either. If any, only person I ever did that to, if I said Kamala Harris, which I did on your podcast.
Hmm.
And people get soft and everything and all that extra stuff, but I never, cause I think it's a bitch move to me. I never go behind anybody on this podcast back and say, well, you know, such and such said this, because I got the receipts, man. I could show you everything. People even said something, but I don't do that, man. That's childish. Oh, well, you know, such and such said this, such and such. No, I don't do that, man, because it's petty as hell. But y'all can say something and everything else, but when I jump ship, oh, twin disrespectful, all that extra stuff, man, go on with that goofy stuff, man. That's why I be telling. That's why I don't really mess with people, man. I be by myself. Because people take it overboard. Oh, you disrespect. I never disrespect no woman on here, man. Never call a woman B or a hoe out there. The only one I probably said it about was Kamala. Other than that, I don't do that. And I really hate the B word. I don't do that. So people, they just actually, if I was like, I probably overheard Wyatt or something like that and everything, and probably Aura, and I probably like, and was talking too fast, and he said the Democrats, and I probably say them Democrats go suck some or something like that and everything. But people just childish, man. That's what, you know, the enemy want us back and forth with each other. Whether you gay, straight, Republican, Democrat, whatever the case may be, back and forth for no reason. Man, I'm too polished for that. I don't, that's girly stuff. And I'll leave it up to you, Emmanuel, because that's what you be on.
What?
I don't know, just people just frustrated. I'm just trying to live life, man, to the best, man. Thinking I make the next day. I don't be on that child. I'm gonna explain to Wyatt whatever. And if I feel like I'm disrespecting anybody, which I didn't, I know I did. I'm not that crazy, which I didn't though. But people just get too soft for me. But you in the chat, and then you say something wrong. I mean, I really don't, say nothing about it. But hey, if you throw that fire shit, I'm gonna put that mud out. If you don't want to take the heat, hey, get out the kitchen, man. My fault. Yeah. Oh man, people crazy these days. How you doing today, man?
Me?
Yeah.
How am I? I'm doing good. I'm sorry. I thought you was talking to somebody in the background who came to get some milk.
No, I'm talking to Emanuel L. Lewis.
So you're talking to him and to me. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's your
twin.
name, right? Emmanuel L. Lewis?
That is not my name.
What's your middle name, you brother?
My middle name is Lewis.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my last name is Livingston.
I said Emanuel L. Livingston, didn't I?
No.
Oh, I didn't know your middle name was Lewis. I just guessed.
Yes, middle name is Lewis.
What's the topic today, man?
It's something you don't want to talk about. It's,
Well, just give me a hint. What is it, man?
politics.
Oh, you talking about Ron and everything else?
No, just look. Here's what I'm talking about. Look, I'm sure you understand how government works, right?
To a certain extent.
So you understand that, like Kamala Harris can't just, as the vice president, change the
If
law.
Trump can do it, she can do it.
But you understand that as
She can't do it, but if Trump can do it, she can do it. When y'all putting all them executive order and all that extra stuff, then he changed. Was Roe versus Wade a law?
Oh, I'm not.
It was in the Constitution.
Wait, I'm not sure that you're hearing the question.
I'm saying one Roe versus what was that? A law or Constitution, whatever it was.
There was a Supreme Court decision.
Supreme Court decision. Okay,
Yes.
If they can overturn that, which was in the game for 50-some years, why come you can't do it?
Hold on. Again, I'm not sure that you're understanding the question. So let me ask
You said if
no.
she's
Let me.
thinking,
That's what I'm saying. Let me ask the question again, so you really understand the question. The question I'm asking is, you understand that as vice president, Kamala Harris can't just go change a law,
No,
right?
not as she vice president, no.
Right.
Not now.
Right.
No.
Some people don't understand that.
But she can throw a bug in his ear and say, hey, can you do this? And you'll think about it, and I'll get to the people and tell them about it. She can do that.
She could do that. Yes, that she could do.
And it's up to him to make the decision on it, which he ain't,
Well, but even then,
confident.
because you do understand that the president himself can't just unilaterally and arbitrarily change or create a law, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. So then I don't understand all of the questions that people have. And this is just stuff that I see on the internet, which sounds trivial. Like, oh, you're talking about stuff you see on the internet, but that stuff sways people. So all the stuff that I see on the internet, like, oh, Kamala got all of these so-called good ideas. Well, why won't she do them now that she in office?
But man, you look at it this way, like, I don't really too much know about government, but a little bit. But when I was little, I figured like this, Emmanuel. When you're in power, you got the ability to sign executive orders and all this extra stuff. You can do anything what the people, what they do. Voted you up in there.
Hold on, wait,
So that
wait a
brings
minute,
up-
wait. Say that again. I missed the beginning of what you said. When you what?
I said I'm not really into politician and all that extra stuff. So when you're a president, you, by me, since I was little, and I always thought this, by you being a president, you can sign off like on executive order, make this or make that demand or request or type stuff.
That you
ain't
can
gotta
do.
go through.
Yes.
Huh?
You can do executive orders. Yes.
Right. Okay, if you can do executive order on that, why you can't do executive order on anything that's real more important, man?
Well,
Like, look, hey, man, like that Gavin Newsom guy. He said executive order to move them people from Skid Row. He said he go put an executive order if you if you question your people, you'll go to jail, your kids or whatever, because they sexuality. That's not right, Emmanuel. And that's why I be screaming about it, man. Real talk for
wait a minute. Say that again. I was listening kind of, but I was also reading something. What did you say?
Then he signed an executive order and said something about he wanted the homeless moved from Skid Row, whatever that homeless camp on in Los Angeles.
I'm not sure
Then
if
he
he
said-
signed an executive order saying that, but I do believe
said-
I did read somewhere where
I read
that
I
is a
read
part of
and
the
saw
plan.
the video on it
Okay.
and everything. Then he said he wants them kids. You'd be penalized or criminalized if you question your kids or whatever about their sexuality, right?
I'm not sure about that.
See,
hold on.
you just
No.
look it up.
Yeah, because
I know you don't know.
Wait a minute.
But you
Here-
said 2 plus 2 is 7.
Again, I'm not arguing with you on that. I said what I said, but
Okay.
I'm not. It doesn't sound reasonable to me, and that's sometimes you just judge stuff you hear by how reasonable it sounds. It doesn't sound reasonable that anyone's going to put into law or sign an executive order or say anything to the nature of, if you ask your child about their sexual orientation,
It's been
you're
on
going
podcast
to
and
jail.
radio, man.
No,
It's been on podcast and radio, man. What are you talking about? I'm like, dang, they acting a donkey out there. Even dudes from here live from California even said it.
But here,
and I work with them. Go ahead,
what I'm
man.
telling you is, I'm fairly certain that there is a misunderstanding either about the meaning or even just the verbiage of whatever it is they're talking about. No one is going to put into any law, rule, policy that if a parent asks their minor child about their sexual orientation, they go to jail. No one's going to do that anywhere ever. That's not going to happen. So if somebody told you, they didn't understand what was said. And I don't even have to have the details on what was said to know that's just not true.
Or comment ain't true.
Okay, play this out. Let's play this out for a second, right? Let's say I got a child. Let's say little baby is my daughter. And little baby get 12 years old and is acting, kind of butchy, right? And I say to little baby, are you gay? The police can come in, get on the floor, put your hands behind your back, get down, click it, click. Now I'm in jail because I said to little baby, are you gay? That's not reasonable.
If you say so, man.
Come on, that's not come on, just use your common sense.
I do use my. I don't know. I mean, It's
But
been
you-
on radio, podcast, and I'm like,
But
what?
that's what I'm trying to tell
If
you.
they on-
Everything that you hear on radio, on podcast, even if it's from somebody who sounds really intelligent, everything that they say is not necessarily true. Sometimes they put out, that's what the word, misinformation. They say stuff.
So when Trump say drink bleach, is that true?
He didn't say
When Trump
drink.
say he gonna be when Trump say he gonna be a dictator for a day or whatever, is that true?
He didn't say drink bleach, and he did say he was going to be a dictator for a day. And yes, that's true that he said that. It's 100%
How you know?
true. Because
How
I
you
saw
know?
the interview.
How you know one AI that said? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Because I got some common sense. I saw it. It wasn't AI. I saw
If you
it.
had common sense, you wouldn't say 2 + 2 is 7. So what common sense is
I
that?
said what I said. I'm not arguing with
if
you
you
on
got
that.
common sense,
I'm not
2 +
arguing with
2
you on that. I said
no,
what I
that's
said.
not common sense.
I said what I said. We're not arguing
That's
about
tricking the
that. I'm not
people
trying to
just like
change your
politicians
mind.
do, right?
Just let it go.
Hey, that's tricking the
We
people
can walk
like the
away from this
politicians do,
conversation
right?
and you can believe what you want to believe,
No,
and
buddy.
I can believe the truth, and that just be that. All of that being said, the
Well,
point
what if I
is,
put out what if I put out there, man, don't go on his podcast. He ain't nothing but a lie. Why you say that? He go tell the audience, he want to be sarcastic about, but he want to tell the audience that 2 + 2 is 7. Man, what type of dumb nigga is that? Man, I don't know, man. That's how he is. And
Don't-
people would think
look,
that way.
don't get caught up on that.
I know.
Right. So
No.
let's talk about the fact that just because you heard someone who sounds intelligent say something doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And that's why when people be like, do your research, like if you hear something that's so incredulous, like, oh, they trying to make a law where if you ask your minor child about their sexual orientation, that they gonna put you in jail. That's the kind of stuff that you can, oh, that's so incredulous. Hold on, let me look that up before I get real mad about it. And then you look it up and you like, oh no, that's not what they saying. They're saying this. And you realize, okay, they were trying to mislead me to play on my emotions and maybe my spirituality and all of that kind of stuff to sway me to their position.
So you think when they said Project 2025, you think that's real?
That is real. It is real. It's actual. It
How you know?
exists. You can go read it. These are different things. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's say you don't believe in Project 2025. You know what you could do? Just type in Project 2025.
No, I read a little bit of it.
So then what are you talking about? Did you look up the rule, law, policy, plan to put all parents in jail who ask their minor children about their sexual orientation? Did you look that up?
Why you think I just said that?
You didn't
And
say you
what-
looked it up. You said you heard somebody say it, and then somebody that you know from
I said
Chicago
I
or
saw
from
it.
California
that was
said the same
that was one
thing.
of the things. That was like a couple of things I saw. I saw that part. Why you think I said it?
Where did you see it?
The part that you said it, question people about their sexuality. I saw that part.
Where did you see that? Maybe, because maybe you just misunderstood then. If you
No,
looked it
I
up,
did.
then you misunderstood what you
My
read.
back hurt. No, I did, man. I seen all that crazy crap that's up in there.
Okay, twin, 2 + 2 is actually 4. All right? I want to build some credibility with you. 2 + 2 is not 7. It's 4. Donald Trump did say he want to be that he'll be a dictator for a day. Okay, that's true. Project 2025 does exist. All right. Now, whether or not it'll be as bad as it is, and whether or not Donald Trump will actually enact it,
It was agenda
that's
for
up to
somebody,
grabs.
for the Republican, for that dude that pronounced that stuff, right?
But it's an agenda for Donald Trump. But that's not important. There is not a law. There is not a law on the books or proposed. And I don't even know this for a fact. Just again, my logic and reason kicks in and tells me there is not a rule, a law, a policy, either on the books or proposed, that is telling parents that if you ever ask your minor child anything about their sexual orientation, that you go to jail. That does not exist. The
Yeah,
Democrats
whatever.
have not proposed that. They will not propose that. It's not something that's ever going to happen.
It's coming about, man. If she get an office, I hate to say it. It's coming about. Hey, Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
Within a couple of years, if she get in that office, regardless, in a couple of years, you go see how many down low people just like you on the DL. I'm just joking. But anyway, that was a joke. But serious, real talk on this note. I'm just joking, man. No
No,
disrespect.
I knew that. I knew that. It's cool.
But it's gonna be a lot of DL Negroes that come out the closet, man. These niggas out here getting soft as mom's sweets or apple pie, man.
Hold on.
It's crazy,
wait,
man.
Wait. I just want to make sure I understand the prediction, or you would probably say prophecy, that you just made.
There ain't no prophecy, man.
But
I'm just saying it how it is, man.
Again, I just want to make sure I understand it.
Let me tell you this, man.
Hold on. Before you tell me that, I want you to see how ridiculous what you just said is, even though you don't think it is. If Kamala Harris gets elected, some gay people who are closeted are going to admit that they're gay. And somehow that'll be Kamala Harris's fault. Look, twin.
I'm saying, listen what I'm saying. These niggas out here getting soft, man. And right now, they don't want no woman, man. They want niggas, man. Let me tell you this. A couple of weeks ago, I ran into somebody, man. I'm like, nah, man, that nigga used to shoot at people, get money and all that. And then, Shorty, his girl and stuff, this guy got to be about 50-something. So his girl, like, man, that nigga ain't nothing, he gay ass and all. I'm like, man, why you gonna do the folks like that and stuff? Don't fuck him and stuff on Vice Lord and all that. I'm like, man, I don't do no somebody like that. Yeah, so I was like, let me see. Man, she showed me the video and then I said, oh my God. I said, this nigga, I said, he got body behind him extra woo. And man, it was crazy, man. So
But
I'm just trying to take
twin. Gay people have been around for a long time, okay?
And man, it ain't, man, when we was growing up, man, you know damn well one like this. Stop it, man.
Gay people have been around for a long time. They've been in the closet for a long time. And guess what? I'm not saying that what you're saying is not true, twin. What you're saying is 100%.
But who let that flaming heart out, though?
Wait.
Who let them flaming hearts let loose like that?
Let me get my statement out, okay? What you said is 100% true. If Kamala Harris gets elected, some gay people are going to come out of the closet during her administration. In the first 2 years, a lot of gay people are going to come out of the closet. That is 100% true.
I ain't mean it like that, but these niggas about to get soft, man. They about to really let their ass shake.
But hold on, I'm telling you, it's 100% true. Guess what? If Donald Trump gets elected in the first 2 years, a lot of gay people are gonna come out of the closet. It's gonna.
No, he's not.
Oh my God.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. All the LGBT and all them flags flying around crazy. No, it's not. Them rights and all that is out the window when he get in there. I kid you not.
Oh my God.
No, you stop that. He ain't for that. I guarantee he is not for that.
Oh my God! You really think that the
No. Hell to the no. That stuff ain't come about till Obama came in.
Oh my God! Homosexuality didn't exist till Obama.
I'm saying they really showed their ass when he got up in there. Come on, Emanuel.
That were gay people. Believe it or not, gay people came out the closet when Donald Trump was president, bro. They did.
I'm saying they ain't come out to They really didn't start a flaming hot motor till Obama came out and he started passing them crazy gay whites to get in office. Come on, man. Back then we was growing up, you ain't hear all of that gay stuff like that.
It was gay people all over the place when we was growing up, man. Those really effeminate dudes was out there trying to act hard, but you knew they wasn't hard. And you looked at him and you said, it's something about that dude. He kind of flicked it, but I don't know whether he seemed funny. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff existed before Barack Obama.
Quit being extra, man. I know it existed and stuff, but they don't want to have you like that, man. You know, we saw a punk and stuff. Man, get your gay ass on out my face. We'll disrespect them crazy. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do. You older than me, man. You acting brand new. Don't do that, man. You know, back in the day, we saw a little cupcake and stuff. Man, get the fuck out of my your gay ass. We wasn't like that, man. You sis-ass nigga. You tell one of these kids they're sis something like that, you would go to jail, probably.
So your problem is, just so I'm clear, your problem ain't that gay people exist. Your problem is that people
It's
aren't...
not going to be like that.
Hold on,
if he get in the office, that's gone.
Your problem is that people aren't mean, nasty, and even violent towards gay people. You think we should bring that back?
No, I don't think. I mean, to each his own. I don't think that. I'm just saying.
How do you
bring
say
anything-
if somebody come out the get out my face, you sissy ass nigga? But to each his own. I don't think that you can have both. You can't have get out my face, you sissy ass nigga, and hey, I don't care. To each his own. Those two, I don't think can exist in the same body.
Why come they can't? Why is they up in there trying to? Why is they in there trying to train these kids up for that? You notice that? Teach little kids that little flaming hot stuff in school. You know that? You don't know, do you?
I don't even know what to say, bro. You right.
Ain't nothing you can say, shit. Because I'm telling you, if he get in that all that's out the window.
You're right. I don't know what I could have been thinking.
If people got to look at it. If them policies is not godly, man, you might well go ahead and hang your head up.
What?
Anything they not, if anything them policies not speaking of godly of this world, you might well hang it up, man.
Oh.
We headed for destruction. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Okay.
Trying to tell you all that. See, they look here, man.
Okay.
They get in there and put their hand on the Bible and everything else, on an oath and everything.
Oh my God.
Obey the laws of the land and everything else. But how you go sit there and allow somebody married to same-sex marriage or whatever and think that's cool? That's not right, man.
Like you said,
that's abomination before God.
Because like you said, to each his own.
But that's enough to get out my face.
So you want? Just so I'm clear. So you want the government to tell you who you can and cannot marry? You want the government that involved in your personal life?
This world would be better off if it weren't for that homosexual crazy.
You didn't answer the question though. You want the government to be able to tell you who you can and who you cannot marry. That's what you want.
No, I believe sex is man, woman, and that's it.
Okay.
And, that's my belief. If it was up to me and everything, I was the governor or whatever, president, I wouldn't do it. If you
were the president, you wouldn't do what?
I wouldn't marry same-sex couples.
The president don't typically perform marriage ceremonies.
I'm just saying, if it was a governor, whoever policy it is, or whatever, just like that woman in Kentucky. You remember she was a clerk? Whatever.
I remember her. Yeah, she was a clerk.
And she refused because of her religion.
Uh-huh.
I'll stand on the same stand, just like her.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, that's why this world messed up. You got homosexuality, then you hyping these kids up, talking about some ADHD and don't even know what ADHD is. I ain't never took the class or really just, really digged into it. It's crazy, man.
Took what class?
Man. I'm just fed up with the government, how they been treating people for so long, and it's sad, man.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's not gonna be like that if he get it off. I guarantee. All that LGBT gayness and all that's out the window if he get in there.
I just want you to know that you are wrong. If he gets elected, he's not going to stop LGBTQ rights. Gay people are still going to be gay. They're going to come out of the closet. They're going to expect to be treated with respect.
Have the rights they got now.
They're still going to have the rights that they have now.
No, they not. No, they not. They're not going to have them rights like they say they have. That's out the window if he get in there. Okay, we'll just wait till November. All you little
But
knuckleheads
wait a minute.
that
Okay,
been
so let
down
me
twins and all
wait.
that.
You might be right. You
Huh?
might be right.
I know.
What?
No,
Hold
no,
on.
no.
Wait.
All you knuckleheads
I
been
got
down
one last
twin
question
and all
for you.
that.
One
You
last
go,
question
no, huh?
for you, twin. What LGBTQ rights did they lose when he was in office the first time?
I don't know. I just know that every time they talking about gay rights and all
But
this,
he
I'm
was
like, what right?
already in office. See, what do they say? I'm not good with sayings because I hate, people who quote other people. Well, I don't hate people who quote other people. I hate the fact that people put so much stock in other people's quotes.
And what rights
But
is what? The right to
when
marry each other?
right,
Right
when
to
Donald Trump was in office, he was in office for 4 years, right?
No, I didn't know.
But
Enlighten my mind.
yes, Donald Trump was in office for 4 years.
Oh,
And during
was
those 4 years, did it become illegal for gay people to marry?
no.
So what makes you think if he gets elected the next 4 years, it is going to become illegal for gay people to marry?
Trump wasn't really, focus on them gay people like that. Only thing he was doing trying to make his pockets fat and make them foreign countries pay their fair share. That's all he was focusing on.
What
buddies.
what makes you think he would do anything different the second time around?
He's gonna be in whole. He got his cars dealing right. They dealing right now. Watch.
Okay.
If he get back in office, it's gonna be a whole new 360. People just can sleep on Twin don't know he thought he don't know. Well, I don't know politics, but I see it coming though, and you go see it too, Emanuel. Watch.
Okay.
Damn, my head.
Your head should hurt. Yeah, you just did a lot of thinking, bro. That's your head should hurt really bad.
Nah, went in there freezing, bumped my head on the wall.
Oh, maybe you got a concussion. That would explain this whole call. You bumped your head, you got a concussion, you're not thinking straight. Go get yourself checked out, and then maybe call me back, and then we can have this whole discussion again, once the concussion has cleared up.
No, it slipped on that ice and that cool.
Yeah, and you hit your head. Yeah, you hit your head. Concussion.
Man, whatever. I probably got to eat something. I ain't ate.
Nah, you got a concussion, bro. Your head ain't functioning right.
You got a damn concussion, big ass head of yours, Negro. Yeah, man.
All right, twin.
Man, I don't think I'll just. Why does this thing go? I don't think I'll just. Man, we just need to come together. And I don't be on that goofy stuff. I'm too polished for that. I just hate that this government issue. That's all I got a problem with, man. This and that and all that, and throwing people off and having people arguing against one another for no reason. This politician, I didn't even know this election and everything can be this deep, man. I get blocked. People block me and go off on me, cuss me out because I won't go with the get along gang. And I got my grown man.
I don't think people are blocking you because you won't go along.
No. I got cussed. That's what for living God.
No,
I ain't gonna say the name. I got cussed out. And say, nigga, I'm gonna block you and stuff. So you mean to call me 3 times back to back?
But I don't think that's because you won't go along with the get along gang. I think it's because you believe nonsense and then you repeat that nonsense and you repeat the nonsense with such passion that people look at you like, what is wrong with this guy?
No, it ain't no damn nonsense because I don't want to tell you the truth and I don't want to. I don't want to go along with what you say.
No, you say stuff like if you ask your minor child about their sexual orientation, you go into jail, and gay people not going to be gay under Donald Trump. And you believe it, and you say it with such passion that people are like, something is wrong with this dude.
I mean, you probably can believe whatever. Just like some people probably believe in an old lady listen that I think 2 + 2 is 7. He's right. And they probably going along with you.
Hey, I said what I said, and we're not going to argue about it.
Okay, but we know that it's not. You acting like always.
All right. Anything else?
No, man. No.
Hey, get that head looked at, man. Get that head looked at.
I'm cool. I'm about to go sit down.
Bro, get that head looked at. You slipped. You hit your head. Ice. You got like a frozen concussion. That don't sound good. Get that checked out.
Huh? I don't know nothing about that. The yellow buster.
What?
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, concussion.
Yeah,
concussion.
right. Yeah, right. What'd you say, Daniel?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I think you might be imagining stuff. That concussion is really doing the trick on you, man.
Man, whatever. All right, I'm going to holler at you, man.
All right,
You be
enjoy the
safe,
rest
man.
of your day.
People in the chat. All right, man.
All right. All right. That was Twin. Towards the end, the call made sense. It all made sense. But yeah, but that's the kind of stuff I'm saying. Look, y'all, they know what they doing. They know what they doing when they putting stuff out there like Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey telling you not to trust rich people. They know that you know that they didn't say it. They know it. That's not for you. That stuff is for Twin. People like that who don't know and they're susceptible to believe it. Especially you got a picture of them together. Hold on. There's a picture of Oprah Winfrey. There's a picture of her standing with Michelle Obama. And the caption says they're telling you not to believe or not to trust rich people. That's gotta be true. They didn't Photoshop that picture. So they don't look no further into it. It's just true. I saw one, it was the same picture. How dare this woman worth $70+ million and this woman worth over $1 billion standing up there talking about income inequality. And people on there like with the mic drop and the 100% and the thumbs up and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, rich people can't understand income inequality? Just because you rich don't mean that you don't understand income inequality. It actually exists, even though they're rich. There are, some people ain't gonna believe this. There are some rich people who don't like to see other people living in abject poverty. And they would love to see the wage gap close. They do exist. There are rich people. People who've gone to school, gone to Ivy League schools, got great jobs and careers and been entrepreneurs, and they're really, really rich. And they want to see other people have that same opportunity. That actually exists. But again, that stuff ain't for you. That stuff ain't for me. That stuff ain't for people who are reasonable. People understand that there are people who are susceptible to stuff. I went to a thing where, this was years ago. I went to a thing where people, it was a hypnotist. And, you know, hypnosis, I believe hypnosis is real. I believe hypnosis is real. Not necessarily the crazy hypnosis that you see in some of the shows, but I really believe in hypnosis. But I was talking, we were listening to the hypnotist, and he wasn't necessarily doing a big time hypnosis demonstration. I totally botched that word up. Y'all forgive me. He was kind of explaining about hypnosis. And he was saying when he goes out and he does his things, you have to understand everybody is not susceptible to hypnosis. Everybody's not susceptible. Okay? So they kind of have ways to figure out, I said sorry. I knew I botched the word. I done said it right 25 times and I said it wrong twice. And y'all gonna get on me for the wrong? Why y'all always picking on me? I'm just being silly. But yeah, they understand certain people are susceptible to hypnosis. Some people, not so much. And so they have to figure out, he didn't really tell us the ways that they figure it out, but they have to figure out who's susceptible and who's not. Because you don't necessarily want to call somebody up on stage and try to do your whole demonstration, and the whole time they like, Am I hypnotized yet? Tell me when I'm hypnotized. Because, no. You want somebody who you can, whatever, watch the thing. Bam, now you now you hypnotized. Uh. I'm sorry, that was my biggie. That's the best biggie I got. That's it. So you don't want to be... Trust me, there are people out there who understand some people are susceptible to their misinformation. And believe it or not, those will be the most passionate people. Those will be the most passionate people. Them the ones that'll be standing in a line for 5 hours to get into the rally and mad and ready to fight anybody who actually gives them actual information. So just understand, when you see the stuff, I try to challenge it every time I get a chance. And I don't try to get into, big arguments and all that kind of stuff. I kind of do like what I did with Twin and what I did with Ron. I just ask questions. If that's true, show it to me. Here's my hope when I do that. Sometimes I know this ain't gonna work. But my hope when I do that is to get them looking for proof of what they believe. Because if you're looking for, I know some people, if you're looking for proof of this, you can find it. But you can also sometimes, if you're looking for proof of something that's not true, you're going to find so many different articles and things showing you that what you believe to be true is not true. So sometimes, just asking them, show me. They get to looking and they realize, ooh, what I thought was true wasn't true. So their attempt to prove themselves right ends up proving them wrong. Now, if they're MAGA, they're going to ignore all of the proof to the contrary and find that one article off the dark web that has distorted whatever it is that was said or done that then backs up what they believe. But sometimes they look at it and they like, hold on. Okay, I might be wrong about this. And I look, y'all know, I know everybody complain. Emanuel like to be right. Emanuel always want to be right. Emanuel always think he right. Emanuel just want to be right. Which again is very true. I don't understand people who want to be wrong. But what I do, and y'all might not want to admit this, but what I do is if I say something wrong and you show me that I'm wrong, my mind changes. Remember, not too long ago, it might have been like a year or so ago, but it feel like not too long ago, I said, Donald Trump and them, it was under Donald Trump that they created those, mandatory vaccination laws and all of that kind of stuff. Everybody got to get vaccinated. It's mandatory. And a few people was like, nah, man, that's not true. That happened under Joe Biden. And I was like, I'm not sure about that. And they said, no, it's not true. And while the conversation was going on, I looked it up. And I was like, okay, y'all right. It was under Biden. I don't understand why more people can't do that. I don't understand why more people don't do that. But ain't nothing wrong with admitting when you're wrong. Just admit you was wrong, change your mind, and move on. Now, you might have to, because you find out, again, y'all know me, I like math in terms of equations, and I like to keep it simple. If you have a super complex equation, and, 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 4 plus 4 is 12. And then 12 divided by the square root of 96 plus and you go on through all of that, and here's the answer. And then at some point, somebody like, hold on, 4 plus 4 is not 12. I guess you don't tell me. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's 8. Guess what? That changes everything else in the equation moving forward. So once you get that new information, now you got to analyze everything else, all the other conclusions that you came to based on the bad information. You got to put them into a new perspective. So yeah, when you find out, no, it was the Biden administration that had all of those mandatory stuff. Then you have to, okay, well then Biden was wrong when it came to this, and Biden was wrong when it came to that. You got to change a lot of different, if it affected a lot of different things, you have to change a lot of different perspectives. But people don't want to do that. That might be a little too much work. You telling me I have to rethink something that I already, without thinking, just accepted? I have to rethink? I didn't think the first time. What? Ron says, now you be... Hold on. I got to go to your comment, Ron. Now you be reading all my comments when you think you got one up on me. Read this one. Embit me that money for an ounce of weed? Ron, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. If you, if you let me know, I'll respond. All right. What else we got? Oh, I'm sorry. One more Trump, and then I'm finished with Trump. Maybe. That whole case that somebody was saying to me, I think it was yesterday, or either yesterday or the day before, Trump got indicted again. Yeah, those four charges as it relates to January 6th and him trying to overturn the election and all that stuff. Yeah, they back. They're back. So just know those cases haven't gone away. Those cases haven't gone away. Ron says, you say it what I told you about Kamala. You said what I told you about Kamala was wrong. And you said she didn't say it better me. Another ounce of weed against $200. Ron, I don't... Hold on. He's saying bet him an ounce of weed against $200. Ron, there in no world am I buying you marijuana. In no world am I buying you marijuana. I don't smoke marijuana. I'm not into the whole weed thing. So in no world am I buying you marijuana. But, and he say bit me. I think you mean bet you. Bet you. But, you don't even have to correct it. I'm pretty sure you mean bet you. I think we made a pretty solid deal. We made a pretty solid deal. Or at least I made a solid deal with you. You don't even have to be on board with it. All you have to do is provide the proof. Provide proof that Kamala Harris intends to take every American's gun, and I will not vote for her. That's simple. That's simple. Again, I can say this stuff because I know some stuff just don't make sense. I don't understand, why do we keep blaming the puppet regime and not the puppet masters, globalists, elites, etc., that are committing terrorist acts against us? Like who? Who? Ron cuss him out mildly today. He begging for it. Ron picking with me. I'm not picking with Ron. He's picking with me. Look, y'all, I believe in some conspiracy theories. I really do. don't know that I believe in every conspiracy theory. I don't know that. Do I believe that rich and powerful people use their money and their influence to manipulate things for their benefit? Absolutely. I believe that. Do I believe that there's necessarily some super organized cabal of these people behind the scenes wearing owl masks manipulating the president in some super secret nefarious way? I don't know if I believe that. I believe it's much more likely. Again, I'm saying in my mind more likely. So I'm not saying one's true and one's not true. I'm saying in my mind, I believe it's much more likely that, yeah, rich people get together. Rich, wealthy people get together and they talk about what they would like to see. Right? So, you know what? Man, if we could just get to a point where we didn't pay no taxes ever, that would be great. You're right. That would be great. We'd keep more of our money, blah, blah, blah. And they all have conversations and they like, okay, well, let's work together to make that happen. And let's pressure people in power. And, we kind of pressure them by simple ways. We'll give you money. We'll give money to your campaign. We'll give money to you and to people that you know. We'll hire your people, your relatives, your this and your that. And, if you make sure that our interests are first and foremost. Is that kind of the same thing? I could see somebody saying that's the same thing. I just don't think it's as sinister as people make it out. I would do the same thing. You put me in a position to be able to manipulate for my good, and you find me, a whole bunch of people like-minded. Okay, well, what can we do to affect this change? Well, this is what we can do. Let's do it. Are we mad that they do it? Or are we mad that they do it and we don't? Are we mad that we feel like we don't have the collective bargaining power to influence and manipulate people in power because the power that they have, their money and influence, is more important than the power that we have, our vote, or our threat of rioting? No justice. No justice. Preston says the Federal Reserve allegedly killed a U.S. president. That could be an example for us. Well, there's a pretty big word in there, allegedly. Allegedly. Prove it, and then you got something. If you can't prove it, do you really have anything? What else is going on? What else is going on? Because I think that's it. I think that's about it I got on politics for the day. I think that's about it. And the show is actually almost over. And I don't have anything else. I want y'all to get out and enjoy the rest of the day. Get out and enjoy the rest of the day. Somebody asked me, did I have any follow-up on the Somebody asked me, did I have any follow up on the whole conversation about Cam Newton and stuff? No, I think I pretty much said everything yesterday. I think the people who accepted it. Some of the women rejected, women having, to take accountability for their actions. But, what can you do? Until we all accept that everybody needs to take accountability for their actions, I think we're going to be in the same boat. Brent said the ladies never called in. They didn't call in because they were mad. They were mad because I said something about ladies being accountable for their actions. And, a lot of women don't think that women should ever be accountable for their bad decisions and actions. Key.
Hey, what's going on, Emanuel? How are you today?
Key, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just checking. I see you trying to run out.
I am.
I know. That's what I'm like. You trying to run out? Don't you get an extra little 13 minutes or something?
Well, what you got? What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
I already told y'all what's on my mind.
I was gonna say, what you got on a B shirt? You trying to show that B who's boss and put his picture on your shirt?
It's the
Saying
Hornets.
You looking for him?
Alabama State University. Hold on, see if I can.
I only see the bug on there.
Yeah,
I don't see the Alabama.
ASU. Alabama State University.
I thought it was a B. I thought you were trying to give him a warning, like, I'm looking for you, and I got your picture on my shirt. Most wanted.
Yeah, the Alabama State University Hornets.
Oh, okay. Another copyright infringement on you. I see. You say her name is Nakia? Are you sure that's her name, or is it Nakia?
I asked her if that was the way to pronounce it, and she said, yes, that is the way to pronounce it. No one pronounces it that way, but she said that is the correct way to pronounce it.
Okay. Hey, Nakia, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, it's Emmanuel's fault. Hey, Brenda Early. Hey, Carol.
Why you a hater?
It is your fault if I'm pronouncing it wrong. How am I a hater?
You could just ask her.
I'm asking you because I think you asked her that before. I don't know what she said.
Yeah, she said Nakia.
And you acting like I got a phone line to Nakia.
You can ask her right now. Like, no, you on here right now. You looking at the comments.
I know,
so
but
you
she
could
might not
easily
be quick
say
enough. She might not hear me. She might be doing something, man. You get it together. Hey, LaDonna. She might not be quick on the draw. Okay, let's see.
You saying she's slow?
Who?
You saying she's
there
slow?
You go starting
you said she not
Don't
quick on the draw.
Hey, Brent.
You said
no.
it. I didn't say it. You said she wasn't quick on the draw.
I said she might be slow on the keys because she's doing something. She could be cooking. She could be doing something else besides listening to you, Emmanuel. Don't be trying to start something.
I would never
want to be starting something. Too high to get over.
She said
she get it under. You stuck in the middle.
Oh, my God.
You're a vegetable.
You forgot to paint as thunder. She said she's there, so you can ask her whatever it is you want to ask her.
No, I ain't asked her whatever it is. Is it Nakia or Nakia? That's all I want to know. Make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Hey, Kimberly. Man, you get it together. You gonna make me a shirt?
You don't want no copyright infringed shirt.
You know I want one, but I ain't gonna be on a public platform showing it. I already told you which one I want.
No, which one you want?
The one, the Air Jordan or the
Air Adidas.
Yeah, that's the one I want. The one, the blue and yellow one.
Okay.
How many times I told you, but you said you couldn't do it. So I told you.
Well, I can do it.
Make it, but don't tell nobody it's for me.
No. I can make it. I can't sell it to you. So here's what I'll do.
Right, you can't sell it to me because I ain't paying for it. Because I've been listening to you long enough, I should get it free.
Right, so here's what I'll do. Go on Facebook or on YouTube.
I don't go with that.
Okay, go on Facebook or on YouTube. Send me a message.
Okay.
And I'll get your information, and I'll send you one.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been trying to get one for the longest, and you weren't gonna send me one.
I'll send you one. I need what size and all that kind of. But just send me a message.
I think it's a catch to that. I don't know why, but that was too easy. Other times it's like pulling teeth. That one was too easy.
A brother can't even help a sister out. What is the world coming to?
Well, you were supposed to help me out. I mean, a long time ago, you ain't wanted to. What's up?
I don't know.
What's with the brother and the sister thing? What you going back and forth for? Why you want to go back and forth with me for, man?
I told you.
You trying to raise your ratings? Is that what it is?
I just told you I would send you one. And you, oh no,
I know it ain't too easy. And the other times he wasn't sending me to me, was he, y'all?
Oh my God.
What you gonna put on your next shirt? Ginger snaps? Hey, Saban. Huh?
Actually, I'm making Kamala Harris shirts now. I'm designing some Kamala Harris shirts, and on the front it says Kamala 2024 or Kamala Harris for President 2024, and then on the back it says vote for the prosecutor, not the criminal.
Yeah, you said it already, but
That's
then
it.
where them at?
I ain't made them yet.
Right. And then, yeah, you talking about people talking about the heat. Yeah, it's hot out there, Emmanuel.
Stop
We can
whining.
talk about the heat.
Stop whining.
It's hot out there. Look, I don't like being hot, and you must don't sweat. Do you not sweat when you out here in this heat?
I used to not sweat. Lately, I've been sweating profusely. But
So you like to be a sweaty mess. I don't like to be sweaty, stinky, sticky, hot, got to take a shower 3-4 times. I don't like being, ugh. That's why we don't like it, Emmanuel. But you love being sweaty, stinky, sticky, huh?
all
Hello?
depending on what I'm doing to get sweaty and sticky.
Well, we talking about the heat. Now you done took it to another platform. You done took it to another level.
All I said is it
With
depends
your
on what I'm
nasty self.
doing. Your
With your
mind
nasty
went in the
self.
gutter.
No,
your
your
mind.
mind always
No,
in the
your
gutter,
mind
man.
went in the gutter. I was
Your
talking
mind
about.
always in the gutter.
I was talking about being outside, cutting the grass.
Stop lying.
I like cutting
Stop
grass.
lying. Stop lying.
See, you nasty, not me.
You nasty. Everybody nasty. Twin nasty. Twin, you okay? He was crying yesterday.
Twin, okay, he got a concussion.
I heard that.
A
He hit his
frozen
head on-
concussion, and that's why he can't think straight. But other than that, he seemed like he was
know.
all right today.
He hit his head on the freezer.
Yeah.
Y'all was in deep conversation. He hit his head on the side of that freezer.
Well, he didn't hit it with me. He hit it earlier. I'm sure he hit his head before the conversation started. And that's why the conversation was, wacky.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I like Twin. I be wanting to hear what he got to say every day. But though he go left and right or whatever. I don't know, for some reason I like listening to Twin. When
I
he
like
get
talking
on.
to Twin, too.
when I miss, I'm like, oh, I miss Twin. I gotta go back and listen. When I miss him on all the different platforms, I gotta go back and listen.
It don't even matter to me that he a hater. Hold on, Alethea, I can only take one call at a time.
No, let her get in. Okay, Alethea, I'm about to hang up so you can get in. All right, man, you enjoy the rest of your day. Everybody in the chat, be safe, stay hydrated, stay cool. All right, bye.
All right. So, Alethea, you can call back. You can call back. Key hung up. I don't even remember what I was in the middle of saying. Alethea,
Yes, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Alethea or Alethea?
You trying to be funny?
I'm asking. What?
You know how to pronounce my name. You got it right. It's right.
Okay. It's just a question. It was simple.
You being smart. You being smart, but it's okay. It's okay. I called to ask you a question
All right.
because I seen in the chat that you were kicked out your band. And I-
Yes.
And I did miss that part because somebody said that you went over it. So, I just want to know what happened, and don't leave nothing out because I know you like to
I'm
be
not
funny.
if I tell the whole story, it throws some people under the bus. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. So I can't tell the whole story the way the story is because I still want people to support that band. They're a good band.
Okay.
So I can't tell the whole story. Otherwise, like I said, it throws some people under the bus. But yes, I was kicked out of the band.
It sounds so funny. But you can make another band, though. I think, like, with Twin, Roz, Ron. Y'all would do great together.
Oh. Okay, here's what happened. I got the nod over here, and somebody said, tell the story and just try to not throw people under the bus. So I'll tell the story
don't throw nobody under the
in
bus.
the most objective way that I can think of, okay? So the band had, we'd been together for what? It felt like 2 years now. I think in September it will be 2 years. We've been playing gigs and everything, but there's always some issues at the gigs. And when you up front in a band, people think it's your band. People think, you see the people up there singing and something bad happens and you like, Emanuel's band I wouldn't see them, and Emanuel's band was messing up. People don't say, oh, the band was messing up. It's the people in front, the front man, the front woman of the band. Whatever happens, it's their fault. But hear me, it's not always their fault. And so we were supposed to play Friday Flow. So we had a gig, this is August. We had a gig, I think it was mid-June. And it didn't go off really smooth. And a number of people in the band are in multiple bands. So someone in the band decided that, see, I'm trying to tell the story without throwing people under the bus.
Yeah, because it sounds like you lying.
No,
tell it.
I'm definitely not lying. Everything I'm saying is 100% true. The bottom line was we had basically almost 2 months to put together a set for Washington Park. And me and the other lead singer were inquiring about what songs we were going to do. And for a while, we were not provided that information. I'm going to say it was maybe a week or two. Also keeping in mind, because a number of people play in other bands, so they had other commitments, we were told that we were only going to do one rehearsal for this show at Washington Park. So, of course, we are both like, hey, we need a set list. Like, I'm not going down there to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? We need a set list. Again, that was still not necessarily, it didn't come around as quickly as we would have liked. So then we're like, eventually the set list was sent. But I think it was like 6 new songs that we'd never done before. And I think at least 3 of them I had never heard. So I'm like, okay, it's going to be a problem if we don't rehearse. But if we can only do one rehearsal, cool, let's do a Zoom meeting or something where we can figure out who's singing what key we're doing stuff in, and just talk through the song. You know what I'm saying? Are we doing the whole song? Because I'm a big fan of do the verse, do the chorus, maybe do the bridge, maybe do the chorus again. You don't necessarily have to do the whole song. Boom, go right into the next song. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving, keep the energy up, whatever. And there was some pushback on whether or not we would do a Zoom meeting. And people were, well, everybody can't do a Zoom meeting. And I'm like, no, everybody can do a Zoom. Everybody got a smartphone. So everybody can do a Zoom meeting. I'll send you a link. Just click the link, bam, you there. You know what I'm saying? It's the Jetsons. We can see you, you can see us. And they like, no. And then everything went silent for at least 3 weeks. Nobody would respond to texts. Nobody would answer calls. And then I got a call from the female lead singer, and she's like, the band don't exist no more. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, the band don't exist no more. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true. And then she said, well, they said, I was told that they didn't want to do the band no more because you and me were toxic. Like, me?
Oh.
Me? Toxic? So I'm like, okay. I'm not going to argue with nobody. So I shot out a little message to everybody. Like, hey, it's all good. I understand, the band don't exist no more. And then somebody shot me a message back like, what you mean the band don't exist no more? Yeah, we do. We play in Washington Park, blah,
so
blah, blah.
You took the ball back before asking if it was true?
And so I'm like, okay, well, okay, cool. So either way, apparently I'm not in the band no more, but I wish y'all well, good luck. I'll be down there to support y'all at Washington Park, blah, blah, blah. I understand y'all didn't want to play with me because I'm toxic, but I no hard feelings towards anybody. And then everybody shot me a message back like, I didn't say I didn't want to play with you. I love playing with you. You know what I'm saying? I love you being in the band. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then, I reached out to another person, and then they was like, well, this person said this. And I'm like, no, I just talked to that person. They said they didn't say that. Well, this person said this. Like, nope, I just talked to that person. They said they didn't say that. Well, this person said, nope, talk to that person too. They said they didn't say that. Well, who didn't you talk to? I didn't talk to this person. He said everything. I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So, but it's all good. I ain't mad at nobody. But, and I went down there and I supported them and everything. And, they did what they did. And, they were down there. And
it's an old school band, right?
Yeah. They performed. And, I talked to everybody, dapped everybody up, whatever. But, yeah, I did. I made some demands. I need to know what songs we doing. We need to have them songs together. I need to know who's singing what. I need to know what key we're doing things in and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not going down the Friday flow looking like I don't know what I'm doing. Cause I'm like, and I'm trying to, y'all don't understand. People know me, and if I go down there and this band is whack, I ain't gonna never hear the end of it. Yeah, I ain't gonna never hear the end of it. You know who was down in Washington Park? Oh, that band was terrible. They was terrible. I ain't gonna ever hear the end of it, ever. So, yeah, no, I'm not going down there being embarrassed. So let's get this together. And if that's toxic, so be it. And, then later...
Nobody want to be embarrassed.
Well, and then later on, I got a call like, hey, why don't you just come and sit in with us at Washington Park? And I was like, nah, I think I'm cool on that. I appreciate, what I'm saying, the offer, but... I'm cool, but I'll still be down there to support y'all. So, yeah, that was the way it went down. That's the nice, clean version without throwing anybody under the bus, but it's the actual truth.
So the lead singer, was she correct with her information, or she was incorrect?
No, she was correct. That's what she was told by the person who told her that. But the person who told her that wasn't necessarily telling the whole truth.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the person...
Well, start your own band. Start your own band up.
People have suggested that, but that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
It is, especially with you being so demanding. You're hard to deal with.
Hey, if I started my own band, we gonna know what we singing. We gonna know what key it is. We gonna know when to stop. We gonna know when to start. We gonna have everything tight. We gonna rehearse. Our rehearsal's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Yes. I'm gonna demand.
I wish you luck.
Stuff.
I wish you luck on that. I missed it yesterday. I was like, I gotta call in and get the tea on this one because I wasn't gonna let you slide without telling me what happened.
Yeah, I got kicked out the band. I was me and the other lead singer were too toxic for the band.
Oh, well, you have a good evening. And hopefully, I wish you luck in getting one started. That'll be all right.
We'll see what happens.
Playing with you. He'll be your security. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Yes, that's what happened. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. Because I like everybody in the band. Even the people who weren't 100% honest with the way everything went down. I still got no ill will or feelings or anything like that towards anybody. They all cool. And, just sometimes stuff don't work out. And sometimes you have a certain level of expectation that other people don't have. And... instead of people coming up to your level, they say, or people, I won't say up to your level because that means one thing or another. Instead of people meeting you where you are, they say, no, you stay over there. We cool over here. And that was what happened. I wish it would have been done a little cleaner. Like, just be honest. Like, look, Eli, we gonna move in a different direction. So we gonna get a couple of different singers. And, we wish you the best of luck. And I would have been like, okay, I understand that. Cool. And well, they said you're toxic. Didn't nobody say that? Don't make stuff up and put it on them. Just say we moving in a different direction. That would have been cool. Brent.
What is the guy's name who does the Unsung series? Dubois?
I think
guess
that's
when he was younger.
something Dubois. Yeah.
Okay, well, we need to have him do maybe not a full hour, but maybe about a 15-minute unsung
Oh.
for this band.
Some.
We can do some creative license because that's what they always do in those stories. So we could have someone, you coming around the corner, and then they looking at you, and you looking at them and saying, "Ain't nobody come to see you, Emanuel."
Sometimes stuff happens and things don't work out. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I've been like that with softball teams to where, man, we had a player. He was one of the guys who organized the team and was playing second base. And they hit one ball to him. It was a routine one. And it went between his legs. And then everybody on the team was just hitting his joker shots. And he ain't stopping nothing. And his arrogance kept him in the game. I'm like, man, I can't be a part of this crap. I'm out in left field like, come on now. You need to leave. You need to get up the game. And then after the game and everything, they was arguing and everything. It's, oh, no, we don't need to be arguing and everything. We putting our business on the street. I'm like, was you out there on the field to see how poorly you played? It's already out there. So I'm like, man, y'all can have this. I ain't got no time for this. I took off my shirt and walked onto the car, and they called me up and like, hey, can we get the shirt back? I'm like, yeah, you can get the shirt back. Yeah, I was cool with the rest of them, but, man, if you thinking it up that bad, sit down. If I'm ever out there stinking up and y'all don't sit me down, I ain't got no respect for you. At least tell me, say, Brent, yeah, you may not want to play right now.
Well, let me say,
But,
I wasn't intending on quitting the band. I would have just kept pressuring people for things to change in that direction. But it's good when you see, you know what I'm saying? If you got a group of people and one person is saying, hey, come this way, and they're like, no, we don't want to go that way, then you're like, okay, then tell me you don't want to go that way. And that's basically what they did.
Yeah, and with you being a behind-the-scenes guy, too, with the sound and all that, and I can totally understand, you don't want to be up there looking like a fool, because they have you sing a song that you ain't never sung before, and you just, improvise and just hold the mic out to the crowd. No, y'all supposed to be singing now. Sing it.
Yeah.
So I've been in that situation before. But, we didn't talk much yesterday when I called in, so it's time for the wrestling report.
All right.
And I want to really hit on two things. Number one, the passing of Sid Vicious, a.k.a. Psycho Sid, a.k.a. Sid Justice. Joker was 6'9", all muscle, part of one of the tag teams that should have lasted longer. The Skyscrapers, managed by Teddy Long and his do-rag, with him and, not me, Mark Callis. He came later on. I can't think of the other guy's name. But the two of them wrestling together, I remember the first time I saw them wrestle the Road Warriors, I'm like, the Road Warriors are some short dudes.
Yeah.
Because they was barely, they was reaching up on their tippy toes. They could barely grab them around the shoulders. But he was a bad boy. And did you ever hear the reason why he got initially fired from WCW?
Was that the incident with Arn?
No, that was when he got fired from WWE.
Oh.
No, he got fired from WCW because he no-showed a house show because he was a softball ringer. And can you imagine that big old tall joker hitting a softball, probably a good country mile, but it was a big tournament. That's how he made his little side money, was being a ringer for a softball team, and he no-showed a house show, so they was like, yeah, bro, you ain't coming back.
No, I never heard that.
Yep. And then his infamous, what essentially ended his career, when he got on the top rope and decided that he was going to kick Big Papa Pump in the chest, but land on one leg, and that whole leg just collapsed. And that was
just thinking about it, like,
yeah, it was like, you are 300 plus pounds, jumping off the top rope and landing on one leg. What were you thinking? You know, be a big man, just clothesline, punches, powerbomb. That's all you need to do. Maybe an occasional leg drop if you want to be like.
They want to show that they're athletic too, like, you know, of course, famously Brock Lesnar trying to do a shooting star.
And almost killed himself.
Yes, they want to show that they're just as athletic as the smaller guys.
Yeah, and that's my problem with in the NBA with what's his name, Joel Embiid. You know, want to step out and hit threes and everything. Get your big tail down in the post, and you could easily get 35 a night because you'll get half of the points from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Or Karl Anthony Towns saying, "I'm the best shooting big man of all time." Don't nobody give a damn. 7 foot tail in the post and put in some work. And he needs to work on, if nothing else, he just needs to work on his voice to get some bass in his voice. Because you can't be 7 foot sounding like Mike Tyson. Like, come on, man. But the other one, did you see Uncle Howdy's debut?
I did not. I didn't see.
Oh, my goodness. Check it out. It was woefully disappointing. The match went way too long. It should have been a squash match.
Yeah.
But
because I saw that he wrestled Shorty G. I don't know why I can't ever remember his name.
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable.
Yeah. And it was horrible. It was a horrible match, and I'm like, okay, after this, where is the Wyatt family going to go to? You know, are they going to wind up fumbling the ball like they did with Aleister Black? Because they didn't have any real stories for him.
Right.
So they just had him, you know, open challenge, and you wrestle this guy, and open challenge, you wrestle that guy. What is going to be the feud? What is going to be the storyline? Because they, like I said, they wasted damn near 9 months just, you know, teasing them coming out.
But hey, they say that they are the ones, like, ain't they the top merch seller right now in WWE?
They are. Oh,
I think I saw where they say that the Wyatt Six is the top merch seller right now in WWE. So as long as they selling that merch, making that money, you gonna see them.
Oh yeah. Hey, I ain't never mad at them making that money. Oh yeah, and with your shirts that you're supposed to be making of Kamala Harris, please do not have Blade, and do not have who's the other dude? Ron DeLulu. Don't have either one of them in charge of quality control in terms of spell check. You gonna have some shirts like Bruh Man. Them AKAs gonna see you and they gonna stomp you with them Chuck Taylors on if you misspell her name. So, you know, put little baby in charge of spell check, and I think she can handle that. Because if the three of them was in a spelling bee, my money is on little baby. I'm putting it all in the middle of the table, and I'm not a gambler.
Oh, yeah, they struggle. Was that it?
It doesn't take much. I use voice to text all the time. It doesn't take much, even if it does jack some stuff up, to hit a button real quick. It'll highlight it, and then hit the talk again and get the right word in there. But
sometimes, because it's done it to me. Sometimes it's real. You say something real quick, and you kind of glance at it, and then you hit send, and then when you look at it, you're like, "Oh, that's not what I said." You know, so sometimes it happens.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. But a lot of times, just the Google voice to text will be racist. You know, Siri racist, all of them jokers racist. Because I got to take a little bass out of my voice and over-enunciate for them to understand me. I'm like,
yes.
I've had this phone for a while. You should have actually learned my voice and know what I'm saying.
Yes.
But yeah, just like the camera phones, they used to be really racist back in the day. You take a picture with some white folks and some black folks, and the black person could be high yellow, looking like an ink spot, because we just couldn't get the color balance just right. But that's all I got. I just wanted to get in and delay your time and leaving to hopefully piss LaDonna off, or no, not piss LaDonna off, make her happy, because now she's more informed on a great wrestler, like, one of the best big men of all time with Sid Justice. And did we talk about Glenn passing on the last week or earlier?
No.
It was the same day. Yeah, the same day as Lincoln and Miss Sharon's anniversary. That was actually his birthday and everything. So I had to repost his last call where he went scorched earth on everybody from Lawrence to Sweet. He just went off on everybody. So he is definitely missed, and I can just imagine the time he would have had right now in this current climate.
Oh yeah.
With arguing with folks and calling in down the dial, because I would love to hear some of his old calls calling in down the dial where they put him on hold to the very end, and I bet he was still whooping their tail. That's why they knew to keep him on hold.
Oh yeah.
They wanted to keep that narrative going on, but condolences to him, and I know his family's still hurting with that loss and everything, but I just try to make sure I can reach out to them every now and then, and just to see how they're doing and if they need anything.
Oh, that's cool.
I know Miles, he had a size 14 the last time, so me and a couple of other folks, we got together and made sure we sent him a little piece of something, just to say, hey, we're thinking about you. You miss your dad, but at least we can give you a little something just to keep things moving. So
that's cool.
But all right, that's all I got.
All right, Brent, I appreciate
your
call. All right, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, me and Glenn had a love-hate relationship. I love a brother, like a brother, and then he came for me sometimes, and so I had to, respond. But and that's the thing. When everything was always said and done, like no matter how hard we went, because from time to time we would get into these battles on Facebook, or even just sending messages back, or on the phone offline, and he would go hard and I would go hard, and we'd be calling each other names. Because y'all know I don't really get into that name calling stuff, but if you call me a name, I'm going to call you a name, and we go back and forth, and oh, okay, I got to go. All right, man, take it easy. All right, you too. And it's like just wild, like the switch flips on and then it flips off. Because it's all conversation. It's the exchange of thoughts and ideas, or even insults and, whatever. But it's all coming from a place of passion and all of that kind of stuff. But when that's done, you still wish that brother well, and you hope you got the best of the argument. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. So yeah. I always liked Glenn. He used to get on my nerves from time to time, but other times I was 100% behind him. Like, yeah, go get him, Glenn. So yeah. That's all good. I like that, that he still reaches out to the family. That he still reaches out to the family. I didn't know the family. I only knew Glenn. Because y'all know me. I ain't got no friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. And I don't be, reaching out to people's family. So, for me, that's just like super above and beyond. So, that's cool. Jericho say, right, no suck my D or come see me ready to fight. Well, we threatened to fight each other a couple times. And when we did, we would both laugh, because we would both be like, ain't neither one of us trying to get into no fight about the fact that we don't agree with something. Said, oh, you did that. Well, won't you meet me at the so-and-so? No, won't you meet me at the so-and-so? And then there was a pause. And then just laugh, and we would both just start laughing, like, I ain't trying to meet you to fight over no nonsense, like, I ain't trying to meet you wrong, but no, ain't nobody trying to fight. But, sometimes you get carried away, and at least for, when I would argue with Glenn, it was cool for us to get carried away because we both knew we was getting carried away. We both knew we was getting carried away. And you had different relationships with different people. So for him and me, which whether he ever did that with anybody else, I don't know. But for him and me, it was just one of them things, you know. So yeah. I missing old. I miss old Glenn, and you know those arguments and conversations. Alethea lying on me. She up there lying on me. Talking about, oh my God, I remember when Eli said, "Suck my D." I ain't told nobody that. Oh, somebody was asking about the name Eli. The name Eli came up when I was with my first band, Soul Progression. We were singing, and I was singing. I don't remember the song. And she was singing, and she was like, well, what am I supposed to call you? Because I can't call you Emanuel on stage. That just don't fit. It don't fit into a song. It don't fit good into dialogue. It's too many syllables and all that kind of stuff. So you need a name that we can just say real quick. And they came up with Eli. Your first name is Emanuel. It begins with an E. Your last name is Livingston. That's the L and the I. So you're Eli. It's an actual name. So it don't sound too crazy, but it's just a combination of my first initial and the first two letters of my last name. That's how Eli came along. And it was really just so, it was something they could say real quick as opposed to, you know, whatever. Because, you know, you do this little banter and stuff every once in a while on stage. And Eli is much quicker to say than Emanuel. So that was that. What else? Somebody else put something up I was going to respond to. Oh, I was talking about Alethea, I said something about suck my D. You know, I don't talk like that. Y'all know that. Now, I might have said, which I've said a few times, that you said it, and that's what made me want to start watching your show. I still crack up. I don't think I said it. I think I might have said somebody wanted to do that, but the answer was no. But I don't think I told nobody to do that. I'm pretty sure I didn't tell somebody to do it. Every once in a while, and y'all know this, every once in a while, it's a couple people that just keep me in their mouth. Like, they like the way I feel in their mouth. I think better than anything. And these are men. How you like the way that man feel in your mouth? And I tell them, like, dang, you keep me in your mouth more than my wife. Let me out your mouth. Why you got me in your mouth? I didn't say it was okay for me to be in your mouth. This is assault. I don't even be doing nothing. Just out of nowhere, I'm in some man's mouth. Like, I did not consent. I did not consent to this. He know who he is. It's more than one, but the main one, he know who he is. I didn't consent to it. I just be looking up. I be minding my own business. Oh, let me see what so-and-so talking about. You know, Emanuel Livingston. Dang! Why am I in your mouth? Spit me out. Spit me out. No, don't swallow. Spit me out. So I didn't tell nobody to suck nothing. I don't say those things. I think that's it, y'all. I had to get it. Somebody said something about Little Baby. What about Little Baby? She's here. We had a good time. If I'm not doing anything on Saturday, I will probably take her to Kings Island again because I enjoyed my time with her. And normally when I go to King, I can't get on rides that spin around anymore. I'm old, and something happens, and I used to love to get on rides to spin around and, up and down and round and round. I can't do that no more. Delirium, I can't ride Delirium no more because it's spinning around. Now, if it just went back and forth, I could do that. But it spins around, and I'm old, and my head can't take it no more. The what's the thing where you smash the person on the end? The scrambler. I can't ride the scrambler no more because it's spinning. It's spinning. And I'll be so dizzy and nauseous. Roller coasters, I ride roller coasters all day. All day. Spinning rides, I just can't do it no more. I just can't do it no more. Just can't. So when it's time to, do a spinning pass. Spinning rides. She had to do those by herself. Nakia says, don't renew your season pass. LAMA. I'm not sure what that means, but I just got the season pass. It's for 2025. But if you buy it now for 2025, then you can use it now and use it in 2025. So yeah, we gonna get the full price out of it before the end of this season. And it's, I got the all parks thing. So, I already talked to Mrs. Livingston, and we going and we gonna hit some I've never been to Cedar Point. So we definitely gonna hit Cedar Point. They got some nice roller coasters. And, with it being all parks, we can hit all of the Six Flags parks now. So, yeah, 2025 season, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Chelsea says she want to go to Kings Island. You come on down Saturday. We'll go. We can go. Can Little Baby ride the big stuff? No. She too little. She too little for some of the stuff in the, like I wanted to put her on like Adventure Express and stuff like that. She like 6 inches too small for that. And they be measuring now. Like, how you used to could get over. And, they hold the little stick up there and, you kind of make yourself a little taller. So they got like a level now. Like they pull out this little, what do you call it? A square. But it's triangle, to make the square corners. They pull out a little square and they put it in, and then they make you do the thing. Like, I'm like, man, y'all aggressive with this height stuff. Y'all aggressive with this height stuff. Relax. These is kids' rides. She tall enough to ride these. But no, she's not tall enough to get on the big one. The biggest one she got on was Viking Fury, and she loved it. She wanted to ride it again. And like I said yesterday, she said she liked going down the hills and the Viking Fury because it make her hips tickle. I still laugh every time I think about it. So, yeah. Somebody said they can ride the stuff that go around, but they can't do the hills and stuff. Man, I can do hills all day. Brenda says I can ride the ones that spin with no problem, but nothing in the air or roller coasters. Man, give me a roller coaster, I'm in all day. Roller coasters, roller coasters, yes. Spinning around, cause I blame Son of Beast, which is not a spinning thing, but I know I got a concussion the first time I rode the first and only time I rode Son of Beast. I rode it when it still had the loop. And that thing was so rough. And again, I'm a roller coaster guy. I am a roller coaster guy. When I got off of that roller coaster, and I'm going to say it was like the second ride that I rode there. When I got off of Son of Beast, I was nauseous. My head hurt. Like it was throbbing. And I kept feeling dizzy and I kept having to sit down. And like I said, I felt like I was going to throw up. And I was like, okay, we got to go. We got to go. I can't, this is not, I've never experienced this before. I'm telling you, I had a concussion. I had a concussion. And, you know, it wasn't one of them rides, you know, because they had a couple times when people messed up their backs and, you know, a couple of bad things happened. That ride was just so rough from the beginning. I'm telling you, it gave me a concussion. I've never ridden a roller coaster and had those effects afterwards. Ever. Ever. So, yeah. That was it. That was it for me. Chelsea said, you want to get on everything except Drop Zone. I rode Drop Zone once. I didn't love it. I didn't love it. And I don't like, and I'm a roller coaster guy, but I don't like the clamshell thing, the seating on Diamondback and Orion. I just don't feel safe with the clamshell thing. I need, if you're going to give me that, or put me in a car and give me a bar and let me hold on to the bar. I don't like that clamshell thing. I don't like it. In my mind, which I know it's kind of an unreasonable fear, but in my mind, I'm going to be up there, I'm going to be going down the hill, and that clamshell going to come loose. And there's nothing there to hold me. And they don't, like, you know, you can't even hold on to the sides of the seat good. I just don't feel secure in that. If that thing come up and I'm holding on to it, that's throwing me. I don't feel secure. Now, the only Orion has a seat belt and the clamshell thing. And for whatever reason, that worked on me mentally. Like, okay, at least I got a seat belt on. But yeah, man, I don't feel secure in that Diamondback. Them clamshell, people love them. But them clamshell restraints, they made me so nervous. They make me so nervous. Chelsea said, I don't feel secure either, but I'm getting on Diamondback first. Oh, I still ride it. I just don't feel secure. Fame says, I can do Adventure Express, and that's about it anymore. Used to do Days of Thunder, but too much herky-jerky movement. Okay. They don't have Days of Thunder no more. I remember that thing where you sit in and, you know, I remember that. Yeah, that was weird. I think I rode that maybe twice. I liked Tomb Raider, but yeah, I'm a roller coaster guy. I'll ride roller coasters all day. Them dudes down on Dunlap take you on a roller coaster ride every night. Oh, she talking to somebody else. Daryl said, yeah, I can't do Diamondback because I don't feel secure in it. My wife be wanting me to ride it with her. Yeah, it's yeah. I like to ride. I love to ride. I used to say it's the best roller coaster at Kings Island, and then I rode Orion, and I'm like, okay, they neck and neck. But Kimberly said, I ain't riding none of them. I'm cool. Meet me at the pool. Don't be no wimp, Kimberly. Don't be no wimp. Get on the ride. No, I get it. L Rock says it's about to start raining outside. Oh. Chelsea say never rode Orion. Oh, you gonna love Orion. Here's my favorite thing about Orion, which to me is the scariest thing, is You know how like when you're going up the hills, you got the old chain drive and it take you up, click, 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 click. Okay, of course you don't have an old chain drive, but you go up that hill fast. It catches you off guard because I had no idea, I didn't pay no attention. It takes you up that hill, you know what I'm saying? You get there, there's that slight pause before you start going up the hill. So you hit that little quick pause, and then it's like, and you going up the hill. It ain't a launch, but it takes you up that hill pretty fast. I was like, I don't have time to mentally prepare. What's going on? Why are we going so fast? Oh my goodness, what? Why are we going up the hill so fast? I'm not mentally prepared. Let me check my seatbelt. Let me make sure. And by that time I could do all of that, it was time to go down the hill. And I was like, oh, I love that. I love the fact that it goes up the hill fast. So yeah, that will catch you off guard if you're not ready. I'm sorry if I ruined it for anybody who wasn't ready. But yes, it does take you. Seabreeze says, clamshells are pretty standard now. I don't like them. I just don't feel secure in them. Nakia says, you might be getting too old for those rides. Which ride? I know I'm too old for spinning stuff. I know I'm too old for anything to spin. I be so dizzy and get nauseous, and that be it. So yeah, I'm too old for that. Adventure Express is trash. It ain't trash. It's okay. It's not a thrill ride. It should be in the kids section, but it ain't trash. Nat says, I used to like King Cobra. I never really liked King Cobra. The seats, I guess I was too short, and so the seats were always exceptionally uncomfortable. I think if I would have been able to, be comfortable with the seating, then I would have been better. Dang, now I want to go to Kings Island. I'm telling you, if I'm free on Saturday, I'll be grabbing that little baby, and that's where we'll be. Tomb Raider was good when Paramount still owned the park. Now it's not the same. It doesn't even exist anymore. It's shut down. Yeah, it doesn't even exist anymore. Seabreeze says Tomb Raider was fire. Drop zone wires have come apart, chopped people's feet off. Not here though. Yeah. And last thing I want when I get on the ride is for my feet to, when I get off the ride, my feet to be gone. It's a deal breaker for me. See how I repeated it? Bang. Pamela says, I ain't getting on no rides, so no need for me to go. I'm now at the merry-go-round level. Don't be a wussy. Shahara says, I love roller coasters. I pray my man loves them too. Short dudes love roller coasters. Twin says, I'm right there watching. I'm not getting on no rides. Come on, man. You can't be no big thug gangster niggas and then I'm not riding no roller coaster. Come on, man up. Saturday, you and me, Kings Island, meet me at the Beast, Diamondback, and Orion. Show you how a man ride a roller coaster. Nigga. No, I'm just playing with you. I can't even do Zephyr types of rides. Swings too high. Makes me feel like I'm gonna get sent flying. See, that's just thought I heard something. That's just the internal fear, man. That's just the internal fear. Let that go. Ain't nothing happening to you. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Princess Flower says, hello, everyone. I'm here, twin. Oh, all right. LaDonna says, thundering out. All right. LaDonna said, my grandson loves that. Daryl said, I used to be scared to death of roller coaster until I met my wife, and she loves them, and I didn't want to feel like a punk. So I rode a Beast with her. I was scared to death, but got over my fear, and now I will ride them. Yeah, the Beast is a by today's standards, it's a bitch ass roller coaster, but hey, it ain't nothing wrong with it. I still like the racer. You know what I'm saying? So I like a roller coaster. I like give me hills and airtime. Hills and airtime. I don't care about corkscrews and loops and all of that stuff. I don't care about all of that stuff. Hills and airtime. That's what I like in a roller coaster. Vortex was cool too. Vortex was cool till it got really rough. Axe Black one says, "You too little for the clamshell. Short legs be hanging. You don't understand the clamshell. It got nothing to do with your legs hanging. Everybody's legs hang. It's a nice try at an insult, but made yourself sound silly." Fame. Fame. Fame going once. Fame going twice. All right, Fame, call back. I don't know what happened. Call back. Princess Flower says, "I love roller coasters. Love them." Nakia says, "Yeah, by the time you figured it out, the ride was over." All right. Fame.
Hey, good afternoon, buddy. How are you?
Good afternoon. Oh my God, you sound so much like Blade. Good afternoon.
Speaking of which, listen, Blade, we're not about to do this little words with friends thing over the podcast. Trade and insult each other. I'm past that as a podcast listener. I just want to ask you one question. How big a boy are you?
Who,
That's
me?
all I want to know. How big a boy are you? No.
You're
Blade.
talking about Blade.
Yeah, I just want to know how big a boy are you. That's all.
Okay.
That's all I want to know. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to say from there. I'll take it from there.
All right.
Because I do a lot of church redecorating. On the side. A lot of guys give me a problem, and I just start moving their organs with knives and whatnot. But hey, listen, we were talking about the rides at the joint.
Yes.
Yeah, I like maybe 20, probably 10, 15 years ago, I stopped riding them because I just felt like I was getting too big for them. It started to get heavier and whatnot. It just didn't feel as safe and secure anymore as it used to. Maybe I'm just older and wiser too. But if that was the case, I would be trusted in science.
Yes.
Involved. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't. Because human error is just too much anymore. And I told myself, I started liking them less and less more. And even different varieties started liking. Stop using them. I wasn't like you. Can't do the. Don't want to do this one. Don't want to do that one. It didn't matter. But when that kid died on a field trip about 2-3 years ago. He was like 5'11", 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Obviously just too big. He shouldn't have been in the owner ride. And there's no way he felt secure when the bar was latched to lock him into the seat. When that happened, I said, "I'm done." Because what kind of teenagers did they have? Making the riders were safe to let him even continue.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
somebody was supposed to stop him in his track to say, "You're too big. You can't get on."
Yeah. So somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do. So I get that. There are certain rides that I get that on. But let's say the Beast. In your mind, what is worst case scenario on the Beast?
That I hit a bump too hard, and when it's going through the side, through the tunnel, I hit my head on the side. Get that splatter and shit. It was just like the first time I did it once, there was never a second time. It wasn't scary or nothing. I was just like, no, somebody's gonna hit that.
That is not reasonable. That is not reasonable.
It is reasonable. Human error. You know how many math problems I missed because I misplayed the decimal?
I think you would have to be like 9 feet tall or taller to hit your head on the thing on the Beast.
I lost a few inches, from playing football, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it didn't feel right going through that tunnel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? you know, the
Okay,
speed, none
so
of that.
racer,
You know, I like
racer,
none of that bothers me.
racer. Worst case scenario.
Oh, ride the race. That was the warm up roller coaster.
Right. So you said you don't ride
That
no
was
more
always a
roller
warm-up.
coasters.
Oh no, I used to ride the racer all day. Matter of fact, that was my joke with Glenn. Like you always talk about how hard it is, and you can see kids getting on the racer from your backyard. You know what I'm saying? And
So-
he used to always laugh about that.
So you will still ride some roller coasters.
No, I will not. I absolutely will not.
So why not the racer? What is your worst case scenario?
That one of these knucklehead children doesn't fasten me properly, or doesn't just there's a a horrible malfunction.
And
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
come on. But I mean, for real, the racer, like when the racer was first put in, you didn't get fastened down. It wasn't no seatbelt. It wasn't no bar that came on your lap. It was the bar that you held out here. That's why they had them signs up there that said, don't stand up, keep your hands inside the car. Because we used to literally stand up as the racer was going down that first hill. Nobody ever popped out. The worst case scenario on the racer is, again, an unreasonable fear. No, you're not going to pop out of the racer.
When you first started driving, you used to just, because you probably had that automatic seatbelt. You put it behind you instead of fastening you in the thing. But now you fitting something, you making sure you lock the top and the bottom part of it. Things change. My values change. The thrill of a roller coaster isn't, kind of like Cam Newton. My fear of dying on a roller coaster is stronger than my fear of not, or you know what I'm saying. Whatever that unintelligible stuff he said was.
Your fear of
what I'm
dying on
saying?
the roller coaster is stronger than your need to enjoy the thrill.
There you go.
There you
go. Exactly.
Okay.
You said it perfectly. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So that's all I got, champ. It's always a pleasure rapping with you, and we'll try this again. We need to do it more often.
Hey, have a good one. Those are not reasonable fears. Neither of those fears were reasonable. You're not hitting your head on the tunnel at the Beast. It's since, 1978? No one's ever whacked their head on the tunnel at the Beast. What are the chances that you're going to be the one who did it, 40-something years later? And again, the racer. Your fear is that they're not going to strap you in tight enough, and then what? You're just going to be ejected from the racer? The racer. That is not a reasonable fear. Shara says, where is this? At Kings Island? I'm not sure what you're talking about. That was a little while ago. How much for the all park Cedar Fair pass? I think right now the passes are like $120, and it's like an additional $75 for the all park pass, and that's all Six Flags parks. And the way that they're doing it, which I didn't do it that way, I just went on ahead and bought it. But the way that they're doing it is like you put down $30 and then you pay $10 a month. LaDonna said, that's the only thing I'll get on is the Adventure Express. Well, you should try that new one. It's not new anymore. I don't remember what it's called. It's a roller coaster. It's a family roller coaster. What is the roller coaster that I'm thinking about? It's similar to Adventure Express. It's the newest wooden roller coaster, I believe, in the park. But it's not the Adventure Express. It's a really minor, like, it's not even racer level. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the level of the racer. It's a level below the racer, but just a little above Adventure Express. And it's a fun little roller coaster. You get a lot of airtime. Again, I like hills and airtime. So you get a lot of airtime, and it's a nice little fun ride. It's a fun ride. Seabree says Flight of Fear. Flight of Fear, I like that launches, takes off, but then it's rough through there. And they used to do it in the dark, and doing it in the dark was much funner, much more fun. Sorry, Janice, was much more fun. But now they got the lights shining up. I ain't even rode it in a while. Just, it's not as fun, and it's a little rough. But yes, Flight of Fear is still there. Let me see. Merry-go-round make me dizzy. Yeah, I can't do things that go around in a circle. Daryl said he gonna be there. If I'm free, I will be there Saturday. And that's right, I issued a challenge to Twin. Shahara says the short dudes can't even meet the higher requirement to get on the rides. See, why you hating? Why you hating? If he your height, he can get on the rides. Don't be a hater. My little boy asked me if you had to leave. He said you're always leaving. I don't know what that means. Shannon says, haven't rode a roller coaster in years. Not sure if I can do it. You can do it. Meet me at Kings Island Saturday if I ain't got nothing to do. We'll do the little roller coasters. You can even go over to the little kid land and ride the Woodstock Express. They got one of those slingshots at Kings Island that people be riding and passing out on the recording. I love to watch those recordings. The funniest things about those recordings is that people pass out, right? And then you don't really think about it, but you pass out. When you passed out, you're not aware that you passed out, right? So then eventually you wake up. Now just imagine you go to sleep and you wake up and you are 200 feet up in the air hurling. I watched they are more afraid when they wake up. Like, that is the funniest thing to me. I love to watch the people pass out, not for the passing out, but for when they wake up from passing out and realize that they're 250 feet up in the air. I imagine that's the scariest thing. You wake up, feel like you just went to bed, and then you wake up 250 feet in the air, hurling towards the ground. Princess Flower says, it's me, Crystal Wheelwright. My original page was hacked. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for being here. Kings Island is for funnel cake. The Beast scared the blank out of me. The Beast is not a scary roller coaster. Sponsor an afternoon experiment meetup at Kings Island. Hey, I'll be there Saturday. Lewis says, I will get on every roller coaster besides the Vortex. It always gives me a headache. Vortex is gone. They took Vortex out. Blue ice cream. I would not let little baby get no ice cream on Saturday. She wanted ice cream. I said no. I really only said no because we didn't really have time. And, waiting in the line, get the ice cream. Then she would have had the ice cream, and we'd have had to take the ice cream on the ride, and blah, blah, blah. And no. So I didn't let her. Daryl, yeah, Fame and Blade do sound like. And then especially when they call talking about, hey, how you doing, buddy? Like, y'all both say the same thing. Seabree says, these are live streams, not podcasts. Okay. It's true. Let me see. Steban says, I miss Americana, a blue-collar amusement park. I always liked Americana. Who the guy at the Columbus Fair? I don't know what that means. LaDonna says, that's what I said. I was scared on there, those tunnels. You're not hitting your head on a tunnel. And LaDonna said, it's a bar comes down. Now they have bars that come down. But I was telling my daughter this, and she really didn't believe me. I had to show her some old video, because people post old videos of these rides on YouTube. So I had to go and find some old video And yeah, when the racer came out, at least when I was a little kid, no bar came down. No seat belt. It was a bench seat, and you could sit in it, and it was a little bar that you hold, but the bar didn't go up or down. It was just there, and you could hold it. And like I said, we used to stand up on the roller coaster. And we were riding something, and I pointed out the sign where it says, you know, no standing or do not stand and keep your hands in the car. And she was like, why would they even have that there? Like, you could stand up. And I was like, they have that there because back in the day, they didn't have this restraint. They didn't have a seat belt. You just got in on a bench seat. So like I said, she didn't believe me. I had to show her. She was like, oh, I can't believe y'all rode it without it. Yeah. Yes. And I always called them the canoe or whatever thing. I don't know why. I used to always like the little sign that said, get ready to take the Nestle plunge. I don't know why. I get paid by Nestle. But I always liked that little sign. Is that sign still there? I'm not even sure if that sign is still there. Nat says, as long as you don't go looking for the keys, you're good. R.I.P. to that brother. Look, I went and looked for my keys. Not on that ride, of course. On the ride that almost killed me. LaDonna say, what the hell? Nakia says, that man died at Kings Island like about a month ago. Again, he went in an area. He wasn't on a ride. He got hit by people on a ride. He was trying to get his keys and a roller coaster came and smacked into him. So that's different. That's different. Do they still have a backwards racer? No. They turn the racers. They both go forward. And they don't race them anymore. I wish they would get back to that. I wish they would get back to, all right, everybody's lined up, put them in, and then boom, start them at the same time. I wish they would get back to that. That was kind of fun. DeAndre said, those old-ass rides, technology is changing. Kings Island is an accident waiting to happen. Nah, they, you know what I'm saying, they go through that stuff. They make sure everything is good. Oh, Sahara says she was talking about Orion. Yeah, it's the Giga Coaster at Kings Island. The new one. And man, it goes up that hill fast. Again, not like a launch, but it goes up fast. LaDonna says, I'll get on the Italian job. It's not called that anymore, but I know what you're talking about. Doing what in the dark? Riding on the Flight of Fear. The inside roller coaster. They used to have all the lights out. And you ride it and, you know, it just kind of goes, you know, round and round inside this little thing. But now they have actual lights at the bottom that are on the whole time so you can see everything that's going on. It's not as fun. Nakia says, the Beast is the roughest ride. The Beast is rough, especially if you ride on the left side. I'm not exactly, well, I guess because of the way it banks. If you ride on the left side, it's much rougher. If you ride on the inside, it's not quite as, the right side, it's not quite as rough. Brenda says, what is airtime? Airtime is like those little hills that you go over and you feel your body kind of lift up. For that moment, you have that sense and that feel of weightlessness. And it's real quick. You know, you go up the hill, ooh, weightless, and then you go down. Up the hill, ooh, weightless, and then you go down. That's airtime. I like airtime. I like that feeling of weightlessness. Twin says, I went to Kings Island one time. I'm cool. I'd rather put my feet in the water park. Man, be a man. Be a man. No, I'm just teasing with you. Hold on, let me see. No ice cream? I'm disappointed in your actions. Hey, it would have took too much time. She ain't gonna eat no ice cream fast enough to get on no rides. It was like 7:30. They closed at 10. There were still lines, but not long enough to actually eat an ice cream cone. It would have slowed us down. Anybody got time for that? Shahara says, oh my God, yes, King's Island is absolutely for blue ice cream. That's all I'm thinking about when I go there. Grow up, woman. Grow up. So you know what I'm saying? You want a child. So you're a short dude. You want a short dude. A blue ice cream. Grow up. I remember Fantasy Farm. I never went to Fantasy Farm. Naki says, that's true. I forgot that. You talking about the standing up? Yeah. Chelsea says, let's go live from the slingshot. I don't think I would ever ride that slingshot. I don't think I would ever ride that. I don't know if it's fear or what. I won't think I would ever ride the slingshot. You would really have to talk me into that. I think I could be talked into it though, but I'm not sure. Why would they get rid of Vortex? It was old and rough. It was old and rough. They got rid of it. It doesn't exist anymore. Seabree says, what's a Giga Coaster? They rate roller coasters a certain way. I don't remember all of the dimensions that make one or the other. So you got a roller coaster. Let's say the roller coaster goes 80 feet in the air, and the drop is 80 feet. That's, like a standard roller coaster. I think like 150 feet in the air is considered a hyper coaster, which is Diamondback. It's, much taller. A Giga Coaster, I believe, is like over 200 feet in the air. Again, my numbers could be off on all of those, but it matters in terms of the height of the roller coaster. So you got your regular roller coaster, you got your hyper coaster, and you got your Giga Coaster. Think Beast, regular, Diamondback, hyper, Orion, Giga. What's the Italian job ride called now? What is it? The Backlot Stunt Coaster or something like that? It's called the Backlot Stunt Coaster, I believe is what it's called. Do they still have the little haunted house? That is Boo Blasters now. It's Boo Blasters. But the little baby loved that. She liked it, trying to shoot all the little things. They still got the same thing, clothes on you, but they give you in there. There's some little fake gun things, and they got all these little targets, and they light up, and you try to shoot them. It's goofy, but it's a little fun, and she liked it. It's a lot of course, lights and so-called scary stuff going on, but she wasn't scared. She was focused on trying to shoot all the little targets. So yes, they do still have it. It's called Boo Blasters. So you've done the bungee thing? No. Nat says, I liked standing up on the ride. Talking about the King Cobra. You might have been taller. I imagine you were taller than me. Chelsea says it was seasoned. That's like throwing out a cast iron skillet. I'm not sure what you're talking about. And Shahara says, I never heard of that. I don't know what you're talking about either. What have you never heard of? Nat says, okay, I'm learning. All right. The Dark House was always a fun ride when I was little. Yeah. It was fun when we used to get in the little haunted houses as a kid. That's when you used to, and y'all forgive my language, but that's as a little kid you wanted to get in the little haunted house ride with your little girlfriend, because you might get some, get a chance to finger her or something like that. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Shahara said, I used to love the King Cobra. I must be taller than you. Shahara is a hater. Let's see. Y'all talking about cast iron skillets. Nat says that ride was all about scrapes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was all about scrapes. Jerica says, yuck, that's what I came back to. telling the truth. You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth. You want me to lie? You want me to lie? I'm not going to lie. See, y'all about to make me go and my grandgirls have season passes. I better hurry. Yeah, they say the prices is going up September 3rd. Prices is going up September 3rd. Shahara talk about what is scrapes. Stop it. You know what scrapes is. You know what scrapes is. You used to ride the haunted house. You know what I'm saying? Stop fronting. Why people be acting like they don't know stuff? What are scrapes? You know what scrapes are. You rode the haunted house with a boy. You know what scrapes are. Y'all, I think that's about, do you remember when the zoo had rides? I do remember when the zoo had rides, and I liked their haunted house equally. They had like Ferris wheels and all of that kind of stuff. They had like Ferris wheels and all that kind of stuff. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I would like a good Ferris wheel. I remember, I think it was Americana, had these Ferris wheels with the little thing that you pull down and it would flip the car that you were in. And you don't see those no more. But they used to have them. I'm pretty sure it was at Americana. It was red. It was a full cage. They put you in the cage. And you know, I want to say it was a little pin that they pull. And the cage would swing back and forth. And as you're going around, it was a little, in my mind, it was a little round thing in the middle that you could pull down. And if you pulled that thing down, the cage would flip, you know, on its axis. I used to love that. I used to love that. If I ever saw one of those again, I would ride it. It was fun. It might make me dizzy. But I would try it. I would try it. My head's feeling like... Now, it was just one finger, bro. It was just one finger. Just one finger smelled like hot monkey. Tanika says, those sound vomit-inducing. They weren't. They were super fun. They were super fun. And you could, you know what I'm saying, do it, and you would just constantly be spinning, and then if you put it up, you would stop. And, you know, so you got the ride going around, and then you got the thing going around while it's... Man... Yeah, Nokia, it's old technology, but I would do it again. Tria says they had them at a carnival in Norwood back in the day. Hated it. You hated that? Oh, that was the funnest. Like, why am I going to ride a Ferris wheel? I mean, it's cool, I guess. You know, you up in the air going around. It's cool. It's cool. You know, you a kid. It's cool. Ooh, we up high. Ooh. And, you know, you do a little swing back and forth. And if you with a girl, she like, oh, stop, stop, stop. And then, you know, you get to swing it more. Stop, stop. Okay, it was all right. But, man, that was real fun. That was real fun. You know that one ride you stand up and spin in a circle real fast and suction you onto it? Yes, that Princess Flower hits you with it, the electric rainbow. Always liked that ride. And it was always my goal. Because I'm weird. But my goal, because, you know, it pin you to the seat. Pin you to the back. My goal was always to pull myself off the back so I wasn't on the back. And you can actually do it, you know. It's difficult, but you can actually do it. I always like doing that. Hold on, somebody said something because I was just thinking about it. Pamela says the floor drop. I always loved the floor drop. I was little, like little. So I didn't know nothing about centrifugal force and all of that kind of stuff. And I never understood how the floor can fall out and we not fall down. And I used to ride that ride and it used to blow my mind like, how is the floor is gone and we stuck to the side? How? How? Of course, got a little older and learned a little bit about science and all that kind of stuff, but it just always blew my mind. I loved the floor drop. I absolutely loved the floor drop. I could definitely not ride the electric rainbow or the floor drop now. Oh, I would be so dizzy. Just thinking about it got me dizzy. I had to close my eyes. I would be so dizzy on those rides. Have you taken the little baby to COSI yet? I don't even know what that is. What is that? What is COSI? Kimberly says bumper cars. I always liked the bumper cars too, because that was when you get a chance to drive. You actually got a chance to drive the bumper cars. Because, we would get into like the little antique cars and stuff like that. And you could kind of drive, but you knew that you were, it was only so far you could go. And you could let it go and it would just do the thing by itself. It kind of wasn't the same. But bumper cars, man, you could get in those things and drive. Yeah, I was mentally, I was balling out. I was trying to drive with one hand. Sierra says the Interactive Science Museum in Columbus. She would love it. I have to check it out. I like to take her to stuff like that. Yeah. Brenda said floor drop was my most favorite ride. LaDonna said the old-fashioned cars. Yeah, the antique cars was all right. You got to drive a little bit. Like I said, then you got a little older and you realized, or you thought about, because I guess you realized it, period, but you thought about the fact that it ain't like I can just drive off. It's on a thing. I'm not really driving. But them bumper cars, I was driving. And yes, Kimberly, I would hit people on purpose. That's the point of bumper cars. To ram people. Yes. And I'll be driving them, and when you ram them, you don't just let the car bump into them. No, you got to shift your weight. Boom! So you hit them real good. You shift your weight so that it's more weight hitting them. Yeah. And I always laughed at, because it was always some little kid who had the wheel turned, so they just went around in a circle. And I used to just laugh at them kids like, you little dumbass kid. You know what I'm saying? I was a little kid. I didn't know, I didn't know we wasn't supposed to be thinking mean thoughts about people. But I used to laugh at it. It was always some kid with some little glasses on who didn't know what he was doing. And he was just going in a circle, in a circle, in a circle. And they couldn't. And then the ride person might come over and help them. And then they'd be going the other way in a circle, in a circle, in a circle. I'm like, you was a waste of ride. You little dumbass. You need to learn how to drive. You need to learn how to drive. Or driving the Porsche era car, the Porsche cars. I don't know nothing about Porsche cars. I don't know nothing about that. I wanted to put her on the shake, rattle, and roll, which I'm not sure, because that goes around in a circle, but that would make her hips tickle, because it goes up and down and around. So she would have enjoyed that, but it was shut down. It was shut down. Shahara says, you totally missed my last comment. I did, Shahara. Hold on, let me go back. Shahara has to be heard. Man, what did you say, Shahara? I'm going back. Going back. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not nearly as old as you. Shahara, you gotta be in your 50s. Easy. You gotta be in your 50s. Okay, how old are you, Shahara? How old are you? I'm pretty sure that you up there with us. You ain't in your 20s. Maybe 40s. Don say, one time this little white boy almost knocked me out of the car. Should have had your seatbelt on. You know, seatbelt, you had to put it over on one side. Should have had your seatbelt on. Should have had your seatbelt on. Yes, us, Tria. You ain't in your 20s either. Stop it. Stop it. Pamela said Kings Island had 2 rides you could drive the cars. The old cars and either sports cars, Porsches or Corvettes. I don't remember those. I don't know why, but I don't remember those. Don't worry about that, but I'm definitely not in my 50s. All right. You 49. You're 49. Well, you close. You close. You remember the floor drop. You at least late 40s. You remember the floor drop, you at least late 40s. Yeah, them was all good rides. I missed the little overhead thing. I only remember riding that one time. But the little the little cars that would take you above Kings Island, I missed those. I liked those. Jeannie Mulholland says, good afternoon, everyone. Happy hump day. Been listening via YouTube, but can't comment. Just popped in to say hello and goodbye. Well, hello and goodbye. Yeah, I like those. I think those are, in all honesty, I don't remember the floor drop. What was the ride called? I think it was called the floor drop. I think that was the name of the ride. The floor drop. I could be wrong. But you remember the floor drop. You ain't fooling me. You remember the floor drop. You and your little ashy feet with some sandals on, some flip-flops, stood there and got pinned to the wall while the floor dropped. You ain't fooling me. Why do you say her last name like that? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. LaDonna say that's what it was called. I thought that's what it was called. And we used to go to Kings Island every year. I told y'all for GE Day, my daddy would get tickets for the family. And, sometimes we'd be able to bring our cousins and stuff like that. And be running around. And the one time we, because of course this was pre-cell phones. So you had to have a meeting place, a certain time you had to meet, all of that kind of stuff. And one year we took walkie-talkies. We weren't very effective using them, but it was me. I think it was me and Nate and Ducky and Bub. Me, Nate, Ducky, and Bub was together all day running around the park. Fun times. Longest lines ever. GE Day had the longest lines ever. Like, you go to Kings Island on the normal day and you can kind of go through. You might have to wait in line. GE Day, all the daggone stalls was open. Every stall was open and it was full. Dang, I remember first time going and it wasn't GE Day. My mind was so blown, like, most of the stalls is closed. Like, you can just walk through here and go. GE Day, every stall open. Go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way, go this way, go up, go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way. Oh, longest lines ever. Tanika says, after I worked at Kings Island in my teens, I was over it. Kings Island refused to hire me. I applied to Kings Island when I was in high school, and they refused to hire me. I'm like, how do you not hire me? Well, I didn't get hired. Like, am I not good enough to clean up? You know what I'm saying? That's what they told me, that I would have been doing. I'm like, okay, I'll clean up. That's cool. I refuse to call it whatever they called it. I don't remember what they called it. I called it something else. That might be why they didn't hire me. Well, you're going to be in the cleanup crew or whatever they called it. I was like, I don't have a problem being, I called it something like a park ecologist or something like that. You ain't going to stick no raggedy title on me. And then they said, well, why do you want to work at Kings Island? And I said, well, lost a job and I need to make some money for the summer. And they were like, but why do you want this particular job? I was like, well, somebody got to clean up. They didn't hire me. They did not hire me. Bastards. But, it was cool. It was cool. They did not see me standing up on the ride, and I was not being contrary in the interview. It was a big group interview. It had to be 30 of us sitting in a room around a big table. Had to be. And they just going through asking people questions, and everybody was coming up with these goofy answers. Like, as if Kings Island was their life goal. Why do you want to work at Kings Island? Oh, I love the company this and all the company is that, and I want to contribute to the fun nature of the. I'm like, nigga, you want to make some money? Like, just tell these people the truth. Tell them the truth. They go to the next person. Why do you want to work at Kings Island? Oh, well, Kings Island and some of the others. I'm like, what? What? You've always dreamed of working at Kings Island. I dream about flying. You know what I'm saying? I dream about all kinds of stuff. I never dreamed about working at Kings Island picking up garbage. I'm not going to say I always dreamed about this, because that would be a lie. I'm not lying. Why do you want to work at Kings Island? Oh, well, I mean, the structure here and such, and to be a part of the fun of people's lives and their memories. You don't care nothing about being a part of people's memories. Don't nobody remember the garbage lady. How many times you been to Kings Island and you thought, wow, I'm always going to remember that garbage lady? Never. Never. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, when they got to me, I was like, why do you want to work at Kings Island? I need a job. It's a way to make money. But why you specifically want to do this job? I don't specifically want to do this job. Somebody got to do it. So I figure I'll do it. I'll do a good job. It's like, it's honest. It's honest. It's like, thank you. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day. Hope you get home safe. Why wouldn't you hire me? I'm the only one that told you the truth. All them other people lied. It's not their life's dream to work at Kings Island. They're some lying bastards. They got the job. They got the job. But I wasn't gonna tell that lie. I wasn't gonna tell that lie. Now, Tria, ain't nobody, I ain't never been to King, we sitting here talking about Kings Island, and ain't nobody mentioned, I remember when I was little, it was this garbage lady. She was so nice. She picked up the garbage in such a way that there's nobody remembering them. Nobody remembering them. They didn't hire me. I can tell you that. They didn't hire me. So it was what it was. My honesty got the best of me, I guess. But I remember being so frustrated. I remember being so frustrated. It's always been my dream to work at Kings Island. I always wanted to be a part of people's family fun. We are interviewing for the people who pick up the garbage. It'd be different. We're not interviewing for the people who start the rides, the people who sell the food, the people who, we are interviewing for the people who sweep the garbage that you threw on the ground. I always want to be a part of the family fun adventure for the summer, and I always imagined in my life that if I ever went, really, you've been imagining this your whole life? You've been imagining your whole life picking up garbage at Kings Island. Really? Really? That's what you be dreaming about. That's what you be dreaming about, for real. You go to sleep at night like, oh, pick up garbage at Kings Island. Oh, I'm gonna sweep up that trash. No! I was just gonna tell them the truth. Though. That's what I did, but it didn't pay off. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm over it now. Slightly. Tanika says, I worked in an employee cafeteria. I did not pick up trash. But that's what I'm saying. The job that we were assigned to, because I didn't go up there like, ooh, I'm going to apply to pick up garbage. They assigned us. Like, okay, this group, you know, you guys are going to apply for, I don't remember what they called it, but you guys are going to apply for, you know, the garbage picking up people. Okay. I don't care. I just want a job, make some money. I don't know anybody else, but that particular, the way that they did that, we all knew we were in the same room to pick up garbage. And we're competing for each other. We're competing for the right to pick up other people's garbage at Kings Island. I can't get super passionate about that. I can't. Don't give a little baby that job interview advice. Don't hate on those kids. Their parents probably told them that's what they needed to say to get hired. Oh, I'm certain they did. My mama never, ever advised me to lie to nobody, even though I never asked her about no job interview. She might have been like, just tell them that's what you want to do. Tell them you love garbage and you love picking it up. People was saying crazy stuff like that. I've always been the cleanest person in my household, and if anyone left anything somewhere, I was always compelled to pick it up. You just gonna lie, how bad did you want this damn job? Somebody gotta do it. It's gonna be garbage on the ground. Somebody got to pick it up. Might as well be me. It's a job. Get paid for it. Oh, I got no problem being a park ecologist. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I gave it some fancy title. And they was all looking at me like, nigga, please. Nobody said that, but that's the look they was giving me like, nigga, please. Why do you want to be, you know what I'm saying? I never had Dippin' Dots ice cream. I've never tasted Dippin' Dots ice cream. Are they good? It just seems like a really weird thing to me. Erica says, I did that litter getter job at Kings Island too when I was 15. It was assigned. Yes. I would have did it. I'd have did a good job. You know what I'm saying? I'd have did a good job. Them motherfuckers didn't hire me. Like Lil B. But I'm saying, are they, like, okay, if you was an ice cream eater now, and I had some ice cream and some Dippin' Dots, choose one. Would you choose the Dippin' Dots? I've never had them. I'm just curious. Sierra says Dippin' Dots are so dry. Lady K says Dippin' Dots is live. I liked them when I was a young teen. Lady K said depend on her mood. Okay. Jerica says I never had it either. Does it melt in your mouth? Like, I don't. In all honesty, I barely understand the concept of it. Shahara says it's like a bunch of sprinkles made of ice cream that you eat at once. That seemed weird to me. Dippin' Dots melt really fast, but Erica says Dippin' Dots are good. I'm going to try it one of these days. Janice says my boys worked at the zoo and Kings Island. Okay. Okay. So what you saying? They better than me? Is that why you always trying to pick a fight with me, Janice? So you saying since your boys got a job at the zoo and Kings Island, they better than me because they refuse to hire me? You trying to job shame me? Is that what it is, Janice? Janice always trying to start something. I don't know, Janice. I don't know. Shahara says, no, I go for ice cream. Mind you, I love ice cream. I've been thinking about ice cream all day at work today. Princess Flower said, I just ate some last weekend. Huh. Nakia says, it's like ice cream, only different. Tanika says, my daughter loves Dippin' Dots. They're pretty cool. Yes, little beads of ice cream melts in your mouth. I don't know that. I'm going to try them. Next time I go there, because they typically selling them, every time I go there, they got a little stand of them out there by the backlot stunt coaster. Then I'm going to buy some. Then me and the little baby, we can try some. Janice says, out of your mouth. Oh. Oh, y'all know I like Janice. I love messing with Janice. All right, y'all. It's 6:30 something. I got to get out of here. Lady K, you're right. Just possible I won't like balls of ice on my tongue melting. that is very possible. Tanika says they even hired my mom to work at Kings Island to raise money for the church. Now you trying to job shame me. So your mama better than me. They hired me and my mama. What's wrong with you? I hear what you're saying. Understand that I understand the hidden message behind what you're saying. You're going to bring up your mama. You're going to bring up your mama. And you know I can't say nothing about your mama. You know what I'm saying? I can't F your mama. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing bad about your mama. So you just going to job shame me with your mama. Okay, I see how we doing. Y'all, I really do. I got to get out of here. I appreciate y'all. Y'all talking about it raining. It don't look like it's about to rain out here. It don't look like it's about to rain out here at all. So if you are out and about, as always, you know, I always ask y'all, enjoy the day. And of course, be the reason that somebody smiles today. Until next time. Hold on, before I even say that, I want to say this lastly. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of y'all's support. I appreciate y'all making this fun to do with the comments, you know, jokes and, you know, shots and all of that kind of stuff, questions, all of it. I appreciate y'all, because if it wasn't for y'all, for real, I wouldn't be doing this. I'm not doing this to be known. I'm not doing this to make money. Not even necessarily just doing it to have fun. I'm doing it because y'all said keep doing it. And y'all seem to enjoy it. And y'all make it fun for me to do. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. And as always, as you're out and about, be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.